What up, what up? We back. Realest Podcast Ever, episode 52.
You ain't do this.
Oh, yeah. See, I switched it up on you. You didn't expect that.
That's just because you lazy right now.
Had a sleepy-ass week, man. It's your boy, C. Diddy.
I'm Matt.
Well, actually, formerly known as C. Diddy. I don't have Twitter anymore.
It's a damn shame.
I would love to get rid of my Instagram too. We've been talking about this for weeks, but I have to keep my Instagram for work purposes. So I got to hold on to some sort of social media. Nobody suspected that I'm off Twitter as of yet, but I am, bitches. And I've set my alarm for my calendar rather for, the 28th day when I can come back. And I either will or won't come back. I don't know yet. It depends. But I hate everybody on Twitter. Everyone. I've come around.
I see.
I'm where you are. I literally hate everyone. And
now,
everything.
see, my Instagram is like your Twitter because I don't use it for work or anything.
Right.
It's more so like just interact with people. And when you get sick of people, it's like, holla at y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my Twitter is real good, though, because I've minimized it down to where I only follow like 300 people. And a lot of them is just poker people.
My original plan was to wait till the weather broke and then... and do like spring cleaning, but I just was like, I'll just remove me. Y'all win. Y'all can have it. I'm gonna leave.
It'd be hard.
Stay here. I'll leave.
It'd be hard battling against some of the ideals and the opinions and the beliefs
of the lowest 1%.
I wasn't even going to give them I was going to go a little lower than that, but all right.
Every moron with an opinion is on Twitter, it seems, and they always seem to find my account.
I told you, man. I watched a chick one day tweet, I can't believe Joe Pesci didn't win an Oscar for Goodfellas. And I said, he won the Oscar in 91. She said,
oh, good.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
Like, why are you tweeting information that's wrong? This shit is crazy,
This information is harmful.
Dealing with people definitely take you there, though. Like, whew, boy.
Yeah, people wear me out, man.
Yeah, that's how that should be feeling. You be like, I'm just flat out sick of y'all. Yeah. Like, I'm sick of the lies. I'm sick of everything. I know these are lies.
These are 1,000% lies.
I know this.
Unapologetic, unadulterated lies.
I know where you live. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. No, I had a
RIP to Chad's Twitter, man.
Yeah, hey, man, it's over. You know what I'm saying? At least for the next 28 days, it is over. Fucking AO sent me something tonight that was really, really funny from Twitter, and I wanted to go and look at it firsthand, and I was like, oh, shit, I don't have Twitter. Can't look at it. Oh, well.
That's how I be feeling when y'all start talking about like IG and shit.
I tried to send you something on Instagram a few days ago. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Man doesn't have Instagram.
Not around.
Gotta text this.
Yeah. And then somebody will text me something, and I'll be like, I want to see it, but then I'll be like, I know it's going to,
What is it about a social network that even if somebody sends you something, they send you what it is they want you to see, you want to go to the site and see it firsthand. It's like, what else is going on around this incident right here?
Zuckerberg and them were ahead of the curve. They knew that social media, it was going to take over.
It's a drug.
It's really like it's life. It's fucked up, but it's really that. It's
like like they talk about in movies a lot of time, like the breaking the fourth wall. Social media is like the fourth wall, and people are literally like, they're whoever they want to be. They say whatever they want to say. It's like a whole nother world, and it's just like, we know you.
Yeah, I
can find you.
Yeah, getting out into the world, it's like, you know, to be like, put the phone down and go out and meet people. That shit don't be working either. It's like you go out there.
It's worse.
And it's
the same asshole.
Yeah, I'm going home to log in. Enough of y'all too.
It's the same fucking asshole.
Yo, people are I chopped a poker tournament the other day.
Nice.
Yeah. I wasn't even going to play. It was just impromptu. I wanted to play cash, but wound up playing a tournament, wound up in the top 3. We chopped all the prize money, so it was dope. I actually had to like get at a bitch while I was in the casino though. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, people just being annoying and shit. So we on break. You know, the tournaments have breaks or whatever. We on break. Me and my man Z. Shout out Z. For the purposes of the story, Z is black. He's African American. Okay.
Matt also is African American.
I also am.
For our listeners in the Netherlands,
I also am African American. Me and Z are standing. We went out on a deck, but then we came back in. And have you ever been in Harris?
Mm-hmm.
So you know where like they do the like all the shows and the MMA. You know, you got to walk past the poker room. So you know where like the Shake Shack and all that shit, all the restaurants and shit is. We come back in from the where the horses race and all that shit. We come in there, we just stand there talking. We just having a black man conversation. We talking about like sports and just shit. We not even talking about poker. We just talking about shit. White chick walks past with the biggest ass you've just ever seen. White chick. She worked there. She had on like a Harris uniform or whatever. And we both like looked at her walk past. We ain't say nothing to nothing. She just walked past. We both men. We both looked. Black chick walking past us going the other way was like, under her breath, y'all sorry. Right? So when she say that, I'm like, excuse me? Because I'm thinking like, what? I'm like, excuse me? She like, you heard what I said? Y'all sorry. Staring at that white woman. Well, let me guess, because he black as I am. You know what I'm saying? She like, oh, y'all both dark skinned, so let me guess, y'all got some type of what's the word?
Stigma.
A stigma. Y'all go out here and get all excited over these white women. Well, let me guess, your mothers ain't love you or something. She started going on.
Like, ma'am, I just want to eat my nachos.
So I was like, get the fuck out of my face, bitch. My man Z started dying. He burst out laughing. He like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with people? I'm like, dog, like, motherfuckers really, like, they'll see you and make the wildest assumption. I'm like, she started going on about our mothers and this and that. I'm like,
you was about to read you W.E.B. Du Bois memoirs.
I'm like, you got all of that from us. We ain't catcalled. No, I'm talking about we just both looked at her the way you would
her ass is big. My eyes work. Here we are.
She could be Palestinian, Ethiopian, whatever. It's like, what the fuck?
The ass is big, and my eyes are functional to that.
And I that's exactly what I was like, get the fuck out of my face, bitch. And my man started dying, and he was like, yo, I never see you react like that. I'm like, dog, I'm sick of people. That's really where I'm at with just everybody. And I'm talking about the whole rest of the day. He even texted me today, like cracking up about it, and I'm just like. He was like, yo, I've never seen you like react like just off the bat like that. And I'm like, I think I'm too nice. Do you think I'm too nice?
No, I know people that are too nice. You're very nice though. And me and Talib had this conversation yesterday. Every now and again, you got to make an example out of people, because you may just be like, that's not worth my energy, or I'm going to let that slide, blah, blah, blah. It's not a big deal, for the greater good of not protecting them, but protecting you from doing something to them. Yeah. You see the bigger picture. You got other shit going on. I got a girl. I got a dog that I love. I'm trying to do shit. Bingo. I'm not going to smash your fucking head in, even though I have every right to.
Right.
But every now and again, you got to smack the shit out of somebody, or at the very least, bitch, get the fuck out of here. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, she was just really going like it was so random and so weird.
She thinks that behavior is okay. Like, you don't know me from nothing. Like, what gives you the right to say anything to me without invite?
See, that's what black men do. Black men get a little successful, feel like they above black women. Now they want white girls and this, that, and that. I'm just like, I have a black girlfriend.
Fuck. You're doing a lot right now.
It was so weird. It was a mess. But that was funny as shit. And I was thinking about that shit all week. I'm like, I really got to start just snapping on people, like for any and everything. Like, real talk, I just got to start just.
No, I mean, every few months, man, like I just curse motherfuckers out randomly, deserved or undeserved. You can always apologize, but every now and again, I just curse a motherfucker out. My graphic designer, I curse him out all the time, berate him, then we be friends again.
Nah.
But he earns that shit, so. I had a mini meltdown on Twitter the other day.
Yes, you did. That was the day I called.
Yeah, everything all right? No, it's not.
Yeah, listen. My bus broke down at 30th Street. So, I didn't break down. I caught a flat. I ran over a nail or whatever. So I'm sitting at 30th Market, whatever. I go in the terminal, get something to eat, whatever. I come out. And I'm like, I need to see what's going on the social media. I get on, like, the first 8 or 9 tweets, I see you just going the fuck off.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, you all right? I seen the voice memo come through.
Like, he's not all right.
It was like 3 minutes. I'm like, nah,
he's not all right. Nah, what it really comes down to is, man, people be on social media with agendas. And
I mean, people be in the world like the chick the other day. Like people be in the world.
Waiting in the waiting in the woods. Like, all right, soon as such and such, I'm pouncing.
You go
out
into
with
Wendy's and get a Baconator. Here comes somebody like, oh, you don't fuck with the fish sandwich. You're like, what the fuck?
Let me like what the fuck I like.
It's weird.
So the other day, it was a tweet and it was like a bid, and it was like niggas that watch you grow up.
I was actually gonna save that for the social media, but we can get into it right now.
Like niggas that watch you grow up and then fuck you, and I'm just sitting here like, yeah, they will. And
me and my girl actually spoke on because she saw it and we started talking about it.
Like, yeah, it happens. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, so it's like, all right, scenario. Say if I'm 25, a girl is 20 years old. That means when I was 15, she was 10 or whatever. If I haven't seen her in 8 years or some shit like that, and then I see her, and now I'm 25 and she's 20, is it wrong if I talk to her? No. So it's like, y'all be having such perverse fucking minds that y'all be trying to make the exception to shit the rule and try to make it seem like every scenario where a guy deals with a younger woman is like some like rapey shit or some like perverted shit.
This is why we talking about it. I'm 6 years older than Lee.
Yeah.
So I'm 33. She's 27.
Yeah.
It's that whatever. That's a relationship.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, I forgot who it was that said it. It was at my job. It was like, damn, when you was 18, she was 12. I'm like, first off, I'm calling the cops. You have serious issues.
You're strange as fuck.
Secondly, I didn't fucking know her when she was 12. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, if your dad is 60 and your mom is 51, it's like,
yeah.
Your dad didn't bag her when she was 4.
Right, exactly.
And he was fucking 13. You know what I'm saying?
There's a saying that goes, it's not about how you start, it's how you finish.
You mean?
So with that being said, it's like, all right, so the topic was brought up or whatever, and people saying what they're saying, and I'm just like, to me, it's not a thing, because like, I'm not a predator. Like, I'm not, so it's not a thing. So then they start throwing names out there, and they threw my man name out there. So then that was their cover for them asking like outlandish questions to other men, me being one of them, and I just hit the fucking lid like, you don't ask me no shit like that. Like, fuck you mean? Like, no, like, no and no. I got sisters, I got other women that I care about. Like, I lead with respect for all humans, period. Like, don't ask me no shit like that. Well, if you not such and such, why are you bothered? I said, all right, let's take that part out of it and let's put another scenario. If somebody accuses you of stealing their fucking laptop and you know you didn't steal it, and they keep accusing you of it, and you keep saying I didn't do it, and you
or
can
asking
prove,
you slick shit.
Yeah. You seen any? What you think about the new MacBooks? You know what I'm saying? Like keep asking you shit, and you like, yo, what the fuck are you getting at? Like, you gonna be offended, right? Yeah, absolutely. All right, then it ain't no different. Don't ask me no shit that don't pertain to me. And I said, and furthermore, the nigga that y'all speaking of, he ain't waiting. So it ain't no wait until you grow up. As soon as you turn 15, 16, he running down. You know what I'm saying? And when you turn 18, he taking you on your first trip. You know what I'm saying? So he's not waiting. So you can't get, so that's I say that to say that's an extreme circumstance.
Right.
People try to normalize extreme circumstances and try to use that to cast aspersions on all people or like groups of people and make it seem like, oh, well, this was wrong with y'all black men. And same shit the chick did with you about the white chick. She obviously had a bad break with somebody that left her for a white chick,
or she lost all her money chasing a flush.
Yeah.
we were in the poker room.
So don't let your experience be mine or try to make your experience be mine. It doesn't relate.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then when you keep trying to push the button or try to, ask goofy questions in a way to like try to trip a motherfucker up, it's like, nah, we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna shut this down right now, respectfully, fuck out of here, and have a horrible day.
And that's where I was at with the I had nothing else but get the fuck out of my face. Like, because there's no point in me even trying to justify this with you, because you already got me starring in Jungle Fever too.
That person started from a point where y'all can't get no common ground because she already started so far off. Where do we go from here, sis? Like, we just don't need to talk. We don't have no commonality. We don't need to talk. You can't achieve shit in life without like-minded people. You think crazy as fuck. I think like a sane motherfucker. Yeah. I don't want to talk to crazy motherfuckers because you will disturb my energy.
Yeah. Real talk.
And then when I throw this fucking 64-liter Coke on you, then you're going to call the police.
Yeah. Yeah, some Jones, it's just not worth the shit. Like, it really is. It's just like, we can't have a sensible. Remember, Love was saying that shit. Like, it's hard to have a sensible conversation where you come from this perspective, I come from this perspective. Let's get some common ground. We don't gotta agree, but let's just get some common ground on why we both feel like this. And it's like, you can move like that, cool. You know, having all the debates in the world is cool. But when you can't, it's like, why even waste this energy?
And what I found in that led in part to me, you know, deactivating my Twitter. And then another thing is the manner in which people speak so matter of factly about shit that they really have no real perspective on or no fucking information about is astonishing.
Joe Pesci didn't win an Oscar.
Like, it's astonishing. Like, you're so confident about what you don't know, and it's just like, I'm tired of talking to these people.
Yeah.
Like,
trust me, I feel you, though.
So say that to say I'm out Twitter. See you later or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might just make a whole new page and like craft my fucking experience from scratch. Like, that page is like fucking spam. Like, that shit is like a magnet for like fuck shit. I give up. I caramba.
That's good. But what's crazy is the same way you feel about your Twitter is how I feel about my IG. Like, everyone, you know, makes their pilgrimage to my page, and it's like
you don't even follow me. Y'all don't even follow me. Why are you here?
Just saying and
how did you get here?
Goofy shit in the comments, and it just be like, I'm good.
Yo, your comments is like a third degree away from like Meek Mill comments. It's like Meek Mill comments, World Star comments, Matt comments.
Yeah,
like,
real shit. Meek, no one can catch Meek comments. What's crazy is Quavo's mentions today have looked pretty crazy. His mentions have looked pretty fucking nuts. But yeah, I don't think anybody can catch Meek. Meek comments are out of the fuck.
Motherfuckers selling shit. This death threats. This contract killings. And his fucking
you ain't lying.
Like in his comments, I'm like, yo.
Real shit.
Dissertations, like all type of shit. Like, it's crazy.
So other than the deleting Twitter, how was the rest of the week?
There was a real like lazy week. This week I'm literally like living for the weekend. We just now had our marketing meeting today or whatever for the club. Normally we do it like Tuesday, like Monday or Tuesday. So everything got pushed back due to like a little medical situation. Somebody close to all of us had or whatever. So it's like our marketing meeting got pushed back, but we like solidified now through Memorial Day. So I was just chilling, like hard as shit. I was in the house 24 hours in a day. I was in the house 22 and a half every day this week.
It's a good place to be, huh?
Yeah.
I went out the other night. My homie, shout out Chris because he listens to the show. He a poker dealer at Harrah's. Well, he left. It was his last day, so he had like basically he set up his own like tables in a casino or whatever.
Yeah,
and had a bunch of people come through, and it was a fun time. Have you hung out with white people?
Oh, absolutely.
Yo, they are off the chain, yo. Like they are,
and they always got a tab open.
Yo, like
put it on my tab.
Because he was inviting like dealers he knew and people he knew from poker and shit. This old white lady was trying to like slay me the other night. Yo, you should have seen the shit. Like, she was on my top on some just insane shit. Like, we started out at a casino. We was playing poker, whatever, and then they took me to I can't even remember. It's a pub. I can't think. It's like the whitest bar on the absolute planet. It's like, this shit was insane. But we get in there and I'm like, man, like I'm texting Rob like, yo, I'm in the wildest little white layer in the fucking city. And he was like, yeah. So they was like, yeah, let's do some shots for Chris. And I'm like, what y'all drinking? They was like, Fireball. I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Like, you were with white people because you was drinking Fireball.
Then the old white lady, she like 50 and she like, do you get wild when you get drunk? I'm like, no. like leave me alone. So this old white lady was crazy. But I know she loaded because she had like diamond rings and she kept buying shit and everything. So
do you get wild when you get drunk?
She was like, so they was like, yeah, let's do another shot, whatever. I'm like, I'm not drinking fucking Fireball, whatever. She was like, you want to do a shot with me? I'm like, hell no. So she was like, she had me drinking. You ever had a Washington apple?
Yeah, they're great.
It's good as shit.
They're fucking great.
I was actually shocked at how good it is. But yeah, we started drinking them. Then the next thing I know, I was in a dart game. And this is how you know you in a white bar, pub, lounge. Because you ain't never gonna walk into a dart game in Vanity. You know what I'm saying? Like ever.
Like it's intense.
Like you're never gonna see this. And I'm in there playing darts. So whatever. They starting to get on. This is just how you know you at a white only establishment. One of the dealers, we call him Get Him to the Greek because he sounds just. What's the bull who was in Get Him to the Greek? Russell something.
Russell Brand.
He sounds just like him. So he was with us, but then he wasn't with us. So I'm like, yo, where the fuck Get Him to the Greek go? They like, oh, he's on the side playing horseshoes. I'm like, y'all got horseshoes on this motherfucker? Like, that shit was crazy. But yeah, it was a fun little time, man. The other night, like hanging out with them. Yeah, they get crazy, man. That shit is wild.
You call a white British guy after a movie because he has a British accent.
I mean, that's just what because he always deals in it. He a dealer in the casino. So whenever we see him, we would always call him Get Him to the Greek. So now that's just like become his name. That's what everybody calls him. Get Him to the Greek.
Get Him to the Greek, yeah.
He sounds just the fuck like, he's from wherever he's from. I don't know if it's Britain or Scotland.
Wales or some shit.
Who knows? Iceland, one of them. But he sounds just the fuck like him.
Greenland.
But yeah, shout out Chris, man. I went out for his last night dealing the other night. That was pretty fucking fun. But other than that, man, like I said, I won I chopped the tournament the other day. I worked this week. I'm off all weekend. I'm off Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, it's lit.
Making some craft shells and cheese.
We're taking the dog to the dog park. It's lit, super washed. We're taking the dog. It's a big dog park in Middletown, Delaware, and it's like 2 big dog parks in one. Gotcha. We went before, but it's like the greatest dog park on the planet. So, you know, super, 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 super washed. Yeah, I'll be back playing Sunday, but
well, I gotta work this weekend. We got Chief Keef tomorrow. We got Lil Durk Saturday. We doing Philly Chirac weekend. Hopefully nobody gets accosted or assaulted this weekend. I know Chief Keef is bringing all the vermin out tomorrow.
Oh yeah, all of them.
All the niggas with no debit cards.
Chief Keef's songs are so bad that they become good. Like, if that makes any sense.
Finito is the worst mixed song or lack of mixed
Finito
song
is
ever.
I'm a gorilla in the fucking zoo. That like
it's not mixed.
It doesn't even rhyme half of it. But it's a great fucking song.
Amazing. It's amazing fucking song. And it's like
them kids like him, Bobby Shmurda, even Tekashi. Yeah, they just have a certain energy that they come on a song with where it ain't even really what they say. It's just the manner in which they carry themselves on a song.
They sound like they mean that shit.
Like when Bobby Shmurda said, I'm jumping over cars when I shoot. They think that I'm Tom Cruise, but bitch, I'm Bobby with the tool. It's like, it's really a corny line. But you like, that shit hot.
Like, I believe him. I believe him.
The nigga slid across the car in the video. It's like, you gotta believe it. Like, yeah, them songs like The Computers, and they just have an
Bobby
energy.
Bitch. Y'all remember when Bobby Bitch, the snippet came out, AO text our group chat, he was like, somebody's gonna die when this record comes on in the club.
Like them records just have a certain energy that they carry that a lot of these other dudes just, you can't match. Like, it's almost impossible to match it. When I first heard Finito, I'm like, this isn't finished.
I was like, what is this?
Next thing I know, it's like one of the biggest joints throughout the fucking hood ever. It's just
that shit
crazy.
is like the hood bar anthem.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, they played Finito at Camaro Rob's Candlelight Vigil. I can't make this up. That's when I knew it was time to go home. They talking about y'all bullshitting. Y'all sing this whenever it come on at Uncut. I said, we not at Uncut.
You know what's funny? I went to the scumbag bar that all the niggas in my job go to. Not Lou and Choose. The Tender Touch.
Oh, you went to the Tinder?
Listen.
I've been in the Tinder a time or two. Shout out old head D-Mac.
You ever hit the jukebox in the old head bar?
Yeah.
I got on the jukebox. So naturally, me being me, you know, it's old niggas with velour everywhere. I played computers. You know what I'm saying? I got on computers. I'm talking about, niggas was straight mad. Like, come on, man, why you put that old rowdy ass shit on? We don't want to hear that. So then the one nigga, I don't know who they was, but he was like, yo, man, give me $2. Let me get on the jukebox, man. He's like, no, because every time you get up there, you be playing some bullshit. He's like, man, give me $2. He gave me money, whatever. Old head was talking to the chick, like leaning over, talking to the chick. Yeah. Other old head he gave the money to went up to the bar. I cannot make this up. He put the money in the jukebox. He pressing shit, whatever. Out of nowhere, Ice Cube We Be Clubbing came on. Listen, when I tell you, you know how that shit that shit came on. The old head was talking to the chick. He was like, yeah, daddy. I gotta get out of here.
We be clubbing.
We be clubbing over computers. I'm like, I gotta get out of here.
What was Ice Cube alter ego during that era? It was Don Mega.
Don Mega.
Don Mega.
Jesus. Fucking we be clubbing, dog. That shit came on, I started dying. I said, I hate you old niggas, man.
Yo, man.
Yo.
No, you always playing some bullshit cuts on We Be Clubbing.
Yeah.
No, that's that shit right there.
That's it right there.
Like, so you tell it, so computers is a no-go.
Yeah.
But We Be Clubbing,
That's they shit.
that's
Like,
the same BPM.
them old niggas, man. They
It's
don't
the same identical BPM.
old niggas, when it come to music, like this is why I think our era is the best. Like our generation,
Yeah.
we appreciate old music and we like
The new shit.
The new shit. That's why I don't understand Carl sometimes. Like he's the same age as us.
Well, Carl's 54. Carl's been here before.
Carl's an old soul. I give you that. Yeah.
Carl's been here before. So Carl is a very simple. He has a very simple aesthetic. Period.
My man
Like,
Jared is like that. Like he I be trying to put him on to like Uzi and Miga. He just was not. He like, no, dog. Like what they saying? What they talking about? Like these niggas ain't giving you no pain, no motherfucking like no struggle. I'm like, yeah, because we ain't on that shit no more. Like this is not what music is about no more. Like you still looking for like Ghostface.
You want to hear moms crying?
Yeah.
Benny Siegel.
Right.
You hear mom saying, like, nah,
Nah,
we don't want
dog,
to hear that
we ain't
shit.
hitting that no more.
Uzi came to Vanity last week randomly.
Oh yeah.
He had 20 niggas with him that will shoot you in the face too. So for those of you out there that think it's a game with Lil Uzi, you was not running up on Lil Uzi. You will lose your life.
Yeah.
It's not a game. And he had regular clothes on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Uzi had one of the best videos of last year. The joint where the boy was playing his song in the car. You ever seen that joint?
He was walking in.
Yeah, he walking down the street. See, and he started hitting the shoulder roll.
He is who he is.
Yeah,
Man.
man. But let's get into this week. We've talked enough BS.
Kicking it off, I changed the order real quick. TTK, Tristan Thompson Kardashian, caught up in a little bit of a scandal. First and foremost, I want to say that Black American men don't cheat. He's from Canada. He doesn't count.
He's from Canada.
He's very Canadian. He's from Toronto or something like that. And he got busted flat out. And it was like his side chick exposed him.
yeah.
Or does he even know this girl? Or
That's why I was like,
or is she like the girl?
then they was like the girl was using fake pics, and I'm just like, see, this is some Scooby Doo shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck.
Yo,
Tristan
I cried
Thompson.
so hard the other day when you said that.
I'm like, I don't know what the fuck Tristan Thompson is. Like, Tristan Thompson to me, this ain't even me hating. He is 100% 2018. Like, he's exactly what 2000
in the flesh.
In the flesh. Like, so much potential, so much God-given ability, and just, if you saw him in 2015, it looked like he was going to become one of the better forwards in basketball.
Well, I mean, he understands the blueprint.
And then you saw him. I'm not even meaning to cut you off. You saw him in 2016, and he was a big factor in their comeback to win the championship. Specifically, Game 6 when LeBron literally was bounce pass and alley-ooping to him to death in that fucking game. Like, it was just crazy. And then he wins the championship. Now you're a champion, and then your chick is pregnant. You get out of there. Next thing you know, you pop up with Khloe Kardashian. Already, you know, the whole Black universe is looking like,
Nigga, please.
come on, dog. Like, you're making this shit hard for us. You know what I mean?
Like, you do know that she sent one nigga to the crack pipe and had her other nigga waiting in the car while he was on his deathbed. Like, you do know that is a thing, right?
just that whole family is just like,
Courtney's the only one that seemed like she got some sense.
I mean, yeah, somewhat, I guess.
And she has a kid by her baby father every 2 years.
Yeah. She was with
Scott
Disick, yeah.
Yeah. They're broken up. They've been broken up for 10 years. She has 3 kids.
Yeah.
Maths. Quick maths.
Quick maths.
Like, how? I just really want to have another kid. I just go ahead.
It's like
call
Tristan
Scott.
Thompson literally, like, the chick he had was real nice.
Yeah.
The first BM,
Yeah.
she was real nice. All right, boom, you leave her for Khloe. All right.
And he got Chloe's name tatted on his back, big as shit.
Did he? Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did. You're right. Yeah.
Let's not sweep that under the rug.
Yeah. So you knock her up. All right. Now you got, OJ's grandson. You know what I'm saying? Like in there.
Now you got OJ problems.
Now you got OJ issues. And now you dip out on her. This nigga's literally cheating with the whole Instagram.
Yeah.
And it's like,
the nigga was on a date with 3 chicks.
like, how you on a date with 3 bitches?
Yo, I saw the nigga, I said, he swear he me. Like, the nigga literally, like, he had 3 chicks, and to make it even more, he swear he me moment, he like with chicks like that I can hit.
Like bottom of the barrel, like
yeah, not bottom of the ninth bitches, but like
I was about to say bottom of like the
7th. He with the 7th inning stretch.
7th inning stretch, yeah.
He's with them caliber of chicks, and I'm like, yo, like he's really bugging. Like he was on a date in a hookah bar, nigga. You 7
hookah bar.
You're 7 feet tall. You can't go to no hookah bar.
Oh. It's a nigga at my job. He a supervisor. He's 6'6" and like red bone, light skin. Like he like super bright. And I seen him one day. He had on like a black leather outfit, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "I'm going undercover up Frankfurt. They having some fare issues with people not paying the fare on the bus, so I'm going undercover. To figure it all out."
In this,
I'm like, first off, in the Shaft outfit, never mind that. You're 6'6" and light skin. You can't go undercover in Philly. You got to go to Beverly Hills or something. Like you can't do that here. Like Tristan Thompson, 7 feet tall in a hookah
bar with 3 chicks playing grab ass and sucking titties in the hookah bar.
When me and Spank went into fucking Fridays, they thought Spank was like an old Sixer. Spank is 6'4". I'm like, yeah, dog, were you that tall around normal people?
So, this is an active NBA player. You are in a relationship with one of the 12 most famous women in the world.
Yeah.
The most famous family ever.
Yeah.
You on a date with 3 bitches.
You on a championship. You run with LeBron.
You on a date with
like
3 bitches.
You're not a nugget. Like you run with Bron.
Can't do this. And he was like in DC or some shit.
Yeah, DC, yeah.
You in Chocolate City with 3 Spanish bitches.
Kissing them.
I wonder if anybody noticed me. Everybody noticed you, nigga.
I saw one article said that he said that when him and the chick was walking in the hotel at 3 a.m, said they was talking about life and health and shit like that. Like he was meeting with her to talk about like, progressing life and all this bullshit.
You gonna say that's my publicist?
Yeah. Pull a what's the boy?
She my wellness coach.
Pull a what's the light skinned nigga? Mang. Come on, Mang. What's his name?
Oh, Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. Yeah, the publicist.
Oh, what's going on, Mike?
I ever tell you about we got into it with him at the Sixer game?
What? No, man.
Yeah. Look, so
got into it with Terrence Howard, man.
It was funny that Ayo. I'll tell you about that later. But anyway, we had front row seats at the Sixer game,
yeah.
right? This is the game when Kobe was passing Shaq for 5th all-time scorer. So Meek, Deshaun Jackson, what's the nigga to wear all the colorful suits? Old Sixer nigga. Big motherfucker. World Be Free. Charlie Mack. They all sitting like on our row or whatever. Yeah. So the 2 seats behind us was open. So they had been open for like the whole first quarter. You know what I mean? Every time Kobe get the rock, we standing up. We Kobe fans. We want to see Kobe. Mind you, he need 23 points to pass Shaq, and Kobe was going. He's gunning for it. You know what I mean? So every time Kobe get the ball, we standing up. So out of nowhere, I see light skinned dude with an apple. The nigga had on like a blouse with like a satin scarf and an Applejack hat coming down the aisle. I'm like, that's got to be Terrence Howard, right? So
sure enough.
So Ross was like, that ain't no fucking Terrence Howard. I'm like, what other light skinned nigga is wearing an Applejack hat in 2010? I'm like, that's fucking Terrence Howard. No, it was like 2012. Long story short, it's Terrence Howard. He sit right behind us. Him and the Asian chick that he always said was his publicist.
Yeah.
I know Jamie Foxx wasn't bullshitting, because Jamie Foxx, when he was talking about running into him in Atlanta, was like he was with his publicist. Like, so he with her. They sit behind us. We stand up every time Kobe get the rock. Out of nowhere, the usher comes in front of us. Mind you, we in row A. He's sitting right behind us. She come up like, listen, you guys, you got Terrence Howard sitting behind you, and he's trying to watch the game. So, could you guys mind, trying to stay in your seats? So instantly, Like, you're sitting right behind us. We both turn around and just look at him. So he's like, what's going on? You know, Ross like, the fuck would you go get the usher and not just, you know what I'm saying?
Right, just tap us.
He like, look, man, I ain't really trying to have no, you know, no going back and forth. I'm trying to watch the game. Ross like, well, nigga, we enjoying the game too. I tell you what, give me the fucking money for this seat.
And I'll come back there.
No, he said, give me the money for this seat and a role in the next movie. And I'll switch seats with you and you can come sit here and I'll sit there. He like, hey, look, man, I ain't trying to go back and forth with y'all about this. This shit just went back and forth. These two niggas arguing for the next 30 minutes. So when Kobe actually got the John to pass Shaq, like he had 23, he hit the shot to go to 25 or whatever. Everybody started standing up, you know, clapping, whatever. So I turned around, Terrence sitting there with the phone. He's like, he on this show.
For the Parkinson's vibe.
Dog, it was the funniest shit ever. But yeah, we definitely ran into it with Terrence Howard at the fucking.
I saw him at fucking Cracker Barrel one morning, like with his whole family.
Yeah.
And the Asian chick.
Yeah, Asian chick, though, she don't be far. So he
had his whole
around.
family.
What Cracker Barrel?
Plymouth Meeting.
Okay.
He lived in Lafayette Hill.
He from like, I mean, he be in the area and shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, like a fucking Sunday afternoon. He was dressed like the mayor of motherfucking 64 Detroit.
Jamie Foxx said, you know, because Terrence Howard was in Ray.
Yeah.
And Jamie Foxx was like, yeah, man, you know, Terrence Howard was on the set of Ray or whatever.
Come out of character.
He was saying, he's like, you know, whatever, we shooting a movie, we get done rapping. Niggas was like, yo, we going to the game that night. You know what I'm saying? Because they had tickets to the game. So he's like, we in the club suite, whatever. He's like, we in there chilling, you know, everybody, whatever. He's like, I look up, the nigga Terrence Howard comes into the club box. This nigga got on clothes from the movie. Like, yeah, the nigga dressed like the 60s. I'm like, yo, I'm telling you, that nigga came in the 60s game, dog. He had on this wild ass shirt, a scarf, and an Applejack hat. I'm like, yo, this nigga, man, he's a funny boy. But what were we talking about? We got Tristan Thompson. Thompson. Trying to not be noticed and shit. Like, my thing is this. You're fucking with a chick who's ready to put the whole thing on Instagram.
Yeah, even if she's like the seventh player on your roster, you still put everybody at danger because she had text messages. The bitch had receipts. Yeah. And not to call her a bitch, but I don't know her personally by name, Miss Stephanie. But they got her Instagram page up out of there. But she had her shit going. She had fucking videos. She had a sex tape allegedly of him bombing somebody from the back.
That's crazy.
She had filthy text messages that I was sending somebody. And it just like she was doing the most wild tagging of photos I ever seen in my life. She was tagging Khloe Kardashian in every picture.
That's crazy. Like, oh yeah, I seen the tag. She tagged Wendy Williams and Yo Gotti on one
she
of the
tagged Lil Baby and somebody else in the picture. I'm like, what the fuck did Lil Baby got to do with this?
I'm like, what do Yo Gotti got to do with this shit?
Like, she was bringing everybody down. Then at the end, right before they deleted her page, she threw Iman under the bus. Like, yeah, that's my other thing right here. I miss you, daddy.
That's crazy.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Niggas operate almost like with impunity, and it's like, you know, even for like regular, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you gotta like move with some type of caution, some type of decency, like, because when it all come out, you just like a complete scumbag. It's just like,
you got me.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. We took L. That shit is bad. I ain't gonna lie. We took an L. Like, that shit real. It's like, yo, like, I'm sitting back the other day. I'm like, this nigga's supposed to be like on a team that's like, they're supposed to be focused on a championship.
Yeah.
I tweeted last night. I'm like,
caught up in bullshit.
He had 2 points and 3 rebounds. I'm like, so it's nice to see this bullshit hasn't affected his game. Right. Like, he's still playing the exact same way.
Well, you know, he got rich and stopped trying. Like the big men of past, Brendan Haywood and others. You know, you wait for that big payday and then do absolutely nothing afterwards.
It's crazy to think now he got like another baby that just. She had the baby today, right?
Yeah, Khloe had the baby today. He was present, apparently. All's forgiven. He was, this video apparently is from October, they're saying.
Did you see this, Joe?
Oh, yo, the fucking Skeletor
Dog. Like, yeah, man. Tristan, that's a bad look, man. Like I don't think the Cavs make it. I don't. Honestly, I just. This is what
They
LeBron,
got too much turmoil.
This
man.
is what LeBron got to deal with. Silly shit like this.
Yeah.
Like, we ain't focused on the championship right now. You got your Kardashian woes going the fuck on.
Like, LeBron literally somehow, some way, never had a scandal in 15 years. They did say a chick tried to bust in his wedding, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That was a famous story. They was like, because he was with Savannah forever, but they just got married a few years ago. They
got married right when he was with the Heat. I think like 12 or 11, something like that. And he was on the Heat.
Yeah, some chick tried to bust in the motherfucking wedding, and security maced her, tossed her in the bushes.
Yo, what's crazy is I've never been present for one of them, but I kind of want to be. I don't want it to be my wedding, but I want to see somebody interrupt the wedding on some crazy shit. My stepmom said she saw a rumble at a funeral, like when the other family showed up.
Yo.
Like, Bull died, and his wife didn't know he had like a side family.
Oh.
So the side family came, and then
looked like an episode of Heathcliff.
Yeah.
Fucking dust up.
Heathcliff.
Big ass rumble.
Fucking Heathcliff. But yeah, like I've never been present for like a wedding, and I want to see that. That seems lit. Like, I don't know why. I just
like, oh shit, what y'all gonna do?
Like, when they be like, does anybody object? And somebody busting the door like Dwayne, baby, please. Like, one of them shows. I want to see that shit one time. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, Bron never had any bullshit pop off. Good shit. Did you see?
He must got all his hoes on NDAs.
Remember the chick tried to put him out there saying he was DMing her and shit?
Yeah.
It's just like, you're a moron. Like,
this nigga's a billionaire.
LeBron DMs you. Answer the DM and shut the fuck
At the
up.
very least, you see what the man wants before you go jumping out the window.
Remember Game like DM'd the chick and she went right to the timeline with it. And it's just like, y'all bitches, boy. Like, what I said the other day, y'all hoes really some hoes, boy. Like, y'all motherfuckers is crazy. Like, that shit is wild. Anything else with Kardashian?
Nah,
Tristan?
man, he got to get his shit together. You know what I'm saying? You got to. Oh yeah, real quick before we depart on that, the alleged real side chick Lonnie Blair of Starlets in New York fame. Let me just start by saying she's so bad that Chloe would have to understand. That's how bad she is. Like, you was fucking this bitch. All right, man. Well, stop it. Okay, please, knock it off. Okay. Do you love her? Like I'm saying, she's do you love her bad? Like, your girl catch you fucking with Lonnie Blair. She like, I just want to know one thing, Malik. Do you love her? No. All right, cool. Well, we can work this shit out then, as long as you don't love the bitch. That's how bad she is. She made all her socials private once shit got hot. That's how I know she's the suspect.
So who were the three chicks then?
Some other chicks.
This
They got a harem. He got a harem. He got a lineup.
A harem.
Nigga, young making 24 M's a season. Like, he got that shit going his way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, so enough about his cheating ass.
They booed him at the Cleveland game last night. The Cavaliers fans,
Like,
booed
y'all
him.
gonna boo me over this bitch?
And the announcer didn't even say his name when he came in.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna boo me.
Number 13 checked into the game like on one of them jokes. Like, didn't even say that nigga name.
Checking in the game, this nigga.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, the Cavs fans booed him.
That's fucked up. Yo.
That's super fucked.
Y'all gonna ostracize me because I cheated on a chick that ain't even from here. That's what y'all telling me? Y'all out of pocket.
Crazy, dog. She
don't even know who her real dad is. Y'all gonna be mad at me because I cheated on her? What's wrong with y'all?
That's crazy, man.
That deserves like a fucking training day speech. That John, like, y'all gonna turn on me?
OJ got a grandson. Congrats to OJ.
Congrats, Juice.
Yeah, congrats to Juice. This ain't his first grandkid. I think his
Juice been laying low.
Yeah, scary when he lays low. You don't know what he's thinking or what he's planning. You want to get to this?
So it's a 3-part topic.
I see it's a lot of shit you put in.
Yeah, it's a 3-part topic. Because Rod gave us some dope content to add to the joint. So first and foremost, today was apparently Nicki Minaj Day. She released 2 new songs, and then she also has a feature on a Young Thug record that all came out today. She did an interview on Beats One with Zane Lowe, their go-to guy when they trying to hype something up. Did an interview with Zane Lowe, put out 2 new songs. Did the interview. They basically been streaming the songs on fucking Beats Music all day long. Well, Apple Music, I'm sorry.
I haven't even got a chance to listen. I listen to them when I leave.
And
I was on the phone coming over.
2 songs, Barbie Tings and Sucker MCs. And
Chung Lee, is that a song?
Chun Li, yeah. Chun Li and Barbie Tings. Barbie Tings samples. I don't want to jump too far. All right, so let me start. The internet hates Nicki Minaj, and kind of like how we talked pre-show, a lot of it is her fault. But you would think that in an era where you get so much shit thrown at you that it would have dissipated a little bit. It's not going away. Like, they really, really hate this. Like, and people from this market in particular cannot stand her. And you know, what I'm finding is it's like, yo, y'all refuse to give the girl a chance. Like,
Philly, not to cut you off.
no, go ahead.
I'm trying to put it like in the best, like, Philadelphians are retarded.
Correct.
Like, you got Meek. Like, it basically is like, if Philly fucks with one thing, they can't fuck with the other.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yes.
And they make you like we watched it with the Drake and Meek thing. Like, you know you can be a fan of more than one thing.
Like, what is this concept you're trying to introduce to me?
And it's so fucking weird. And it's like, I knew it was gonna happen when she started fucking with Meek. I'm like, she's gonna fuck with Meek. Meek's gonna become a fucking bigger star. She's gonna fall the fuck off. I already knew the shit was gonna happen. And sure enough, and it's just like, she's not doing anything wrong.
She's definitely not doing anything
She made Forbes list last year, the only woman.
Yeah.
So she had a good 2017, better than all the rest of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
She, like, it's weird, but it's like, you get to the point where you got 70 million records sold. You know, you got the most Billboard entries for a woman. I'm talking about like Aretha Franklin, Madonna, Beyonce, Whitney Houston.
All genres.
Like, she's the number 1 woman on Billboard. It's okay to like go ahead and enjoy the fruits of your labor, and that's pretty much what she was doing, just like falling back and relaxing.
Like, she disappeared for 4 months. We did not see her. Like, she didn't post nothing. She didn't tweet nothing. She didn't say shit.
Now Cardi B comes along and she, you know, it's like Cardi B's like the voice for like the young chicken heads, if that makes any sense.
That's exactly, yes.
Like,
she has a song on her album called Bickin' Head.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sampling the Project Pat hit Chicken Head.
Is he on it?
No.
Oh, wow.
But it's an interpolation. She redid it or whatever. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Like, she, like,
see, I haven't listened to the album. So.
Yeah, Cardi B is a success story in every way. She's an American success story in every way because you got immigrant parents, you like kind of retarded, but you very entertaining, you very fun, so you a cool ass chick. So the fact that you a cool ass chick, a la a Tiffany Haddish, everybody can get behind you because they can relate to the everyday woman being successful. And this is a new phenomenon that we haven't really ever seen before. Historically speaking, women like Queen Latifah and Jada Pinkett Smith, while very extremely successful, they're not very outspoken or brash or over the top with their personality. They just kind of let their work speak for itself. Whereas a Tiffany Haddish, a Cardi B, they're a little more radicalized and, you know, a lot more outwardly expressive and stuff like that. So people fuck with it because we all have a cousin or a sister or whoever that is like that.
A bitch on the bus. So, you know, so somebody
that's that way. So it's easy to root for them. Whereas somebody like Nicki Minaj, you so successful that your level of success, whenever you even mention it, it's like you throwing it in our face. So it's easy to not root for somebody like that and just in the same breath get behind the Cardi like, oh no, we ain't fucking with Nick, we fucking with Cardi. And we just fucking with Cardi. Well, what's wrong with Nicki? Just fuck Nicki, we fucking with Cardi. And it's just a lot of that. And it's like people can't tell you why they don't like Nicki, but they can, and they also can't tell you why they like Cardi. They just do. No, that's just what it is. We just fucking with Cardi. That's what we doing. And it's just so much of that. And it's sad that they are basically put in a position where they almost have to compete with one another, and they can't just be cool and coexist. And we've seen it time and time again. Fucking Roxanne Shante and every woman rapper alive at the time. Fucking Foxy Brown and Lil' Kim. They had a shootout at Hot 97. Like, that's the first time ever a female beef took it to that extreme. Because normally when you're dealing with women beefing, the most that usually happens is somebody fight. You know what I'm saying? Some tires get cut, some windows get broken out. They had a They had a shootout with CNN and Junior Mafia in front of Hot 97 because of their beef.
Yeah.
That's an extreme scenario, and it's all centered around rap music. Y'all was both too young to even really be fucking around in the street element. Y'all got famous at 15 years old, both of y'all.
Yeah.
When did you have time to be a gutter gangster bitch? You didn't. But you get into this rap shit and you so, I guess, insecure about your spot and protecting it that you willing to kill and be killed for it over some rap music. Mm-hmm. It's counterproductive and it's ass backwards.
I mean, that's rap culture though. Like, it's fucked up. Like, with like nigga rap culture, that's where, like, I'm not talking about like Tribe Called Quest,
right?
You know, them dudes, but like nigga rap, like look at Death Row, you know what I'm saying? Like, just how much poison they put into the whole rap genre at one point.
Everybody will tell you Suge was a cool, smart motherfucker, and he was about his business, and he was like an open book and wanting to learn and do this and do that, and he got the money and turned into a gangster. Instead of getting the money and turning into fucking Mark Zuckerberg, he turned into John Gotti. That's all he wanted was now I'm the fucking head of the mob Pirus. Like, why? Your company, like somebody said, big tradee from the East Siders, he said that he saw paperwork. He said that his manager used to was like the GM at Death Row. He said he saw paperwork in like 95. The company was worth $270 million on paper. That was the valuation of the company based off of what they had. Why the fuck do you want to take that and go do some street shit?
Yeah.
And shoot niggas and be peeing on niggas and what?
Yeah.
So I say that to say it's like the level of competition is you know, with these women rappers in particular is very like, it's unhealthy because it's not from a I'm better than you standpoint. It's fuck you gotta go. It's almost like it's like a seek and destroy type of attitude. Like there can only be one and they gotta go. And for a long time it was that way in Philly with just rappers, period. Like they would only give us one at a time. When Beanie Siegel was the king, it was like, yeah, we had other rappers, but what nobody fucking was is just Siegel, and that's all we, and the music industry perpetuated it and all of that shit. Mm-hmm. When Gilly was the guy and they was fucking, everybody was throwing deals at Gilly and all that, he was the only one. We didn't know who the fuck Beanie Siegel was. And then when Meek got on, it's the same shit, and it's been a 10-year run now of fucking Meek being the guy, just to where finally now Uzi and PNB Rock broke through because they're different.
Yeah.
But if they was cut in the same mold as Meek, they wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Because Core is cut in the same mold as Meek and he's equally as good of a rapper and he's not getting none of that same fucking attention and coverage. So it's just something about hip hop culture, period, that just spurns negative competition amongst one another. So bringing it back to Nicki and Cardi, they've almost been forced to be put against each other. And at every turn there was to diffuse this situation, nobody stepped in and did nothing.
That's what I was going to say about the whole Foxy Lil' Kim joint. Like, it wasn't them. It was like niggas around them. And like same situations with this. It's like, it's being fueled by like men.
Yes.
And it's like, it's the weirdest shit on earth. It's like, why we don't just end this bullshit and just go ahead about our BI? It's like I don't understand. I don't think it's more money being generated from the.
I think it's the attention and the controversy. The controversy spurns more attention, which then could lead to interviews and shows. And, you know what I'm saying? It's a potential thing. So instead of somebody seeing a fire when it's like at a little small spark and like, oh, let me step and put this fire out. They're like, oh, let's see where this goes. And then next thing you know, the whole shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like that meme with the fucking cartoon joint where it's like everything on fire in the background and you just standing there like, there's nothing wrong. I'm calm. And it's just like, they just sit and just watch the shit, you know, fucking spread. And in the interview, something that Nicki said that was very interesting. She said that Quavo who she said, I love Quavo. She said, me and him have a great relationship. Like, I fuck with him, like, period. The same way, like, I fuck with, like, Lil Uzi. Like, we have a different type of relationship. We talk on the phone, we text, we hang out, blah, blah, blah. We spend time with one another. It's deeper than rap. She said, so he had an opportunity to squash the shit in the media, rather, to squash the shit with me and Cardi, and he wouldn't do it. To where she just out there on a limb, like, defending herself. People like, nah, bitch, you lying. Fuck it. And the nigga response to her was, oh yeah, I ain't getting in that, but if you was my girl, I would.
Yeah, I don't.
So
I don't understand.
So instead of being a man and stepping in and being like, nah, that such and such, it was a scheduling conflict. Cardi filmed on this day. Nicki was filming on this day. Blah blah blah. It ain't no beef between them. Woo woo woo. Yeah, when we did Motorsport, it was just me and Nicki. Da da da. Cardi got on it later. It became a Migos record because of Coach K. That's not a lot to say. Radio silence. He didn't say shit. So now to the public, it's like, you don't want to film with Cardi. You hating on her. Blah, blah, blah. You a liar. Woo, woo, woo. So now it makes them get behind Cardi even more. And it just creates more of a chasm in between these two women that come from the same identical culture. Mm-hmm. They both Trini. They come from the same culture. And this rap shit is dividing them to where they can't even fuck with one another.
Yeah. I mean, this is y'all culture. Like,
shit is sad.
It's what it is. Biggie and Pac, they was friends. That shit is real. Like, motherfuckers fuel these dumbass situations for the dollar.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you know, controversy sells. Yeah. You know, I guess that's the mantra.
And then once the controversy don't sell no more, then they want to patch it up and sell tickets to the reunion tour and we together and da da da. And it's like, yo, we done seen this too many times. Like,
but people are so stupid. They keep falling for it.
Exactly. Consumers keep falling for it. Keep falling for it. You remember a couple years ago, right? Around like 2012, they kicked off the Nicki hate train real heavy on social media. And they was trying to get her out of here. And then Beyonce fucked with her and did them records. And then everybody came back around and was Nicki fans again.
Yeah. I've seen it a couple times with Nicki.
Every day, because they was like clamoring to like
Look
get
at
her
the
out
Remy
of here.
shit. Like, they jumped behind the Remy train, and we got realized Remy's not like a good rapper. It was like,
oh shit,
we hate Nicki so much.
We get behind anything.
Yeah.
We got behind the hall, like we tripping. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I just think that overall, for whatever reason, whether justified or not, people dislike her more than they like the competition. Is what it comes down to for me.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They dislike her more. And it's like Jay-Z said. He said it's like the 12th man on the bench. Jordan out there killing, dropping 60. And the 12th man on the bench like, boo, you a fucking bum. You can't even get in the game. Like, boo, bitch. I hate you.
I'll say this, man. When it come down to it, do you think Nicki's like the number one woman rapper? Like, do you put her over Kim and them?
Oh, she definitely over Kim and them. The accomplishments puts her over Kim and them.
That's what I would say.
Because they squander a lot of their shit. Like, now Lil' Kim is dope as fuck. Same thing with Foxy. But Foxy's a fucking moron and a bird. And she went out here getting into fights and just being a ghetto bitch, period. And being a diva and beating up Nell Tex. And she's a behemoth. Like, she's like... So her issues are separate from Kim's issues. Kim deals with image issues and, you know, losing the man that she looked up to, but loving a man that beat the shit out of her and pulled guns on her. And
who she lost that she looked up to?
Biggie.
I thought this was talking about to beat her up and pull guns on her.
That's Biggie. Yeah, it's Biggie. It's all the same. No, it's all the same nigga.
I was like, no, that sounds like Biggie.
and then she had a situation where she was, you know, wanting to fuck street niggas and like she got image issues. So that held her back from being. She's still an icon, but it held her
Kim
back.
Was an icon.
But it held her back from being more of an icon to where it's like completely undeniable and really being an ambassador of hip hop because she falls in and out of love with this shit.
Yeah, I think Kim has one of the best albums ever from a woman. The Naked Truth, that joint was excellent. Naked
phenomenal.
Truth was excellent. But honestly, I'm over all these heifers. I was listening to Lauryn Hill yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the Miseducation was just so good. Like it was
It's a perfect album.
It was and then I listened to Fugees, the score, and I'm like Lauren was just different.
Yeah.
She was just a different caliber, a different breed of just a different type of woman. And it's like, this ain't a knock or a diss to cover. It's like the ratchet shit has taken over like
Society, yeah, everywhere.
it's just like the more ratchet you are,
the
like
more we get behind you.
look at like Jocelyn from like all of those type people. It's like these people.
Speaking of Jocelyn, right? You got a whole. She set the mold. She was the first wild, crazy bitch you seen on television, on reality TV.
Yeah.
To that level, to like you might die today. Like you like watching the show, like, oh shit, somebody's gonna die today. Like this bitch is crazy. She set the mold to where now Erica Mena exists, and all these other crazy batshit broads are all chasing the ghosts of what she did.
Remember the reunion when her and Stevie was coked up. That was high as shit.
Like, how far we falling? Fucking Stevie J and fucking Vanity Grant DM every day trying to get booked. He's begging for bookings. Yo, text me real quick. Like, I don't want to talk to you, Stevie. It's 2018. You on some 2012 shit. Like, why are you in our DM?
Yo, text me real quick.
Text me real quick, yo. I'm trying to see something. Like, no lie. I'll show you the fucking DMs, dog. Text me real quick. I'm trying to see something. Like... Then, right?
I swear to God, I'm moving to the French Riviera.
Then, right?
I'm done with you niggas, bro.
Then Sunday, right? I'm out.
Yo, text me real quick.
Text me real quick, yo. This a club, nigga. You don't even know who texting you. Like, it's 5 people on this page. Yo, text me real quick, yo. So then Sunday, I'm out and I see my homegirl Cash who work at Onyx, and she like, yeah, you want to book Stevie J? I say, yo, this dirty nigga been in our DMs for a week straight. Like so apparently he's hitting everybody up. Like, I rap now. Fast Money to slowed up, man.
Oh, that is funny as shit.
Yo, text me real quick. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Stevie J here. You know what I'm saying?
When celebrities is hitting you up, yo,
It's over.
Shoot me a text real quick.
It's over.
Damn. In Stevie J's defense, though. Oh, shit.
Sent me a post of his other bookings and like, yo, you want to book Mr. Monday Night?
And gave you his number. Stevie J crazy as shit.
I'll take matters into my own hands. Fuck a booking agent. You gonna figure this shit out one way or another.
Can't fight fate, nigga. Stevie J wild as shit for that one.
Yo, man, I can't think
shit.
So,
damn,
what was we talking about?
I don't fucking know.
So you got a whole like just
I was talking about
a whole smorgasbord of wild animal bitches on television,
and it's like these chicks. I'm not trying to diss nobody, but I look at my timeline, right? I don't have my IG, but I go on Twitter and I see the people who are like caping for Cardi, and I know if you took an IQ test, you might not score over 100. Most of the people I see, going off about Cardi, and it's just like that, all that stupid shit. It's like they like that, the goofy shit. It's not even about the music, because I honestly I haven't heard anything from her musically that was like groundbreaking or this is good. Like even the Bodak Joint, I'm just keeping it being. I don't think it's here in like 2 years. Like.
No. It's not here now.
That's what I mean.
It was a summer ago. The summer about to be here. It's over. And not to diss Cardi, but it's like, not to diss her, but it's like, there's no content in this era, period. Very rarely do you have something that cuts through that has staying power. So it ain't even a her issue, but people.
And that's more so what I was getting.
People are trying to trying to trick us into believing that this shit is more than what it is.
And that's what I mean. It's like I listened to Miseducation yesterday, and I mean, like, when you cut on doo-wop, that thing, I mean, instantly, it's just like you can feel
captivating.
You can feel the heavenness to this. When you cut on the Fugees, the score, and you cut on Ready or Not, and that like, you just instantly, it's like, man, it's just, it take you there. That shit almost, it literally take you to 97.
Yeah.
Like, I can remember going to fucking the YMCA summer camp up 52nd Street.
Yeah, you
and
remember
every
where you was and
morning
what you was
they was
doing.
playing Killing Me Softly and Killing Me Softly, LL, Who Do You Love with Total, and The Crossroads. That shit just, for some reason, those three songs every fucking day used to play. But it's like, yo, I really remember when Killing Me Softly hit, and that video and just the visual of what that was, the one time, two time, like,
right.
it's a different feeling. A lot of this shit now, pretty much all of it, is like, it's hot, but then I'll tell you a perfect example. The other day on the radio, they was like, bet you haven't heard this one in a while, and they cut on what was Kendrick's first single of Good Kid, Mad City? Pour Up, Drink.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn, this was the shit. And a lot of this stuff is just like, it's hot, but
it's microwave music.
Yeah.
And it's like, you gotta think, right? Out of the last 5 years, out of all this music that's out there, the only song that lasted was Future's March Madness.
in the last 5 years,
Yeah.
Future's March Madness. No, it's been a couple that lasted.
You think so?
2018, 2013.
Like, none of Big Sean's songs matter
No, I mean,
from the past 5 years. And he had monster smash hit records.
Big Sean's hanging on by a thread.
It's almost over.
Yeah.
J. Cole, none of those fucking songs matter. And this is one of the top guys who got content.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
None of these, and somebody said that to me today, especially pissed me off. They said Nicki Minaj don't have no content. I said, we've been listening to Migos, Future, and Young Thug ad nauseum for 5 years straight. None of them have no content. Like, so y'all gonna tell me that you're gonna move the goalposts for the woman to say that she don't have no content when all Cardi is talking about is being a blood, Paddocks, and fucking her boyfriend?
And I was saying that the shit yesterday, and not yesterday, earlier this morning, I was talking to my man Keith, and I'm like, yo, like, you listen to new everything is about the Paddock. The Paddock for Leave is in every
Offset
song.
made a whole mixtape about the Paddock. The joint with him and 21 Savage.
Dog.
The whole shit is about the Paddock.
Dog. It's just crazy.
I'm tired of the Paddock. You know what I'm saying? T.I. was, for you dirty rapsters out there that don't know, T.I. was rapping about Paddock Phillips in 2007 on T.I. versus TIP album.
Like, if you watch movies and television, that's just the watch has been around for years. I was looking at the most expensive Paddocks. Like, it's Jones that cost $23 million.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy.
I was just watching, they do the jewelry shit on GQ, on their YouTube page or whatever. They had a watches joint with Robert Downey Jr. and he was saying like one of his most prized possessions, a gift that somebody got him, was a Patek Philippe. This was from 2016. So we say that to say nothing is new, guys. Like, just because
were you an Entourage fan?
Yeah.
Remember when what was the Iranian, the crazy Iranian that was trying to buy Vince's movie? Remember I can't remember his name, but you know what I'm talking about? He I can't remember the boy's name, but anyway, remember when when they was in Cannes, when they was trying to buy the film before the festival?
Yeah.
He sat down with Billy Walsh and he was like, I want to give you $25 million for the movie.
And he was like, I want the watch.
And he was like, that's a nice watch you got. Yes. It was a Patek Philippe.
Give it
And
to
he
me.
slid him the watch. And that was how they did the deal.
Yeah.
It's like, a lot of this shit just remember the joint I sent you about the bull? He bought the Rolex when he got it, when he saved the money in World War II.
Yeah.
And he bought it over in Germany and didn't think it was still worth anything.
Yeah.
That shit wound up being like worth millions of dollars. Like them shit just been here forever. It's like niggas are just now finding out about it. So it's like, oh no, that's the hot new joint.
Niggas, the demand that niggas created for that product has created a gray market for it.
Ain't that crazy?
It didn't exist. Like, well, not to this level. Like, I'm sure, like, there's always factory replicas and shit like that. Like, where it's like, all right, a couple of these nozzles is a little bit different, but essentially, it's like almost.
Did you see the joint when Ben Baller was talking about like he hates busting them Jones down because he's like the watch just shouldn't. It's not meant for that shit. Like,
it's not.
He's like, you know, when you put diamonds on, you got to drill into the watch, and it's like it just like ruins.
I personally don't believe in like the whole busting down like a Prezi and like gold, like precious
like certain
metal,
joints,
joints. So you're not supposed to do that shit too because you're just structurally just damaging a work of art. Like
the platinum Arabic rose.
Like you don't know holes in that motherfucker. Like
no. But Negroes.
But niggers.
But the Negroes. Yeah. It's like, fuck it.
But yeah, like the nigger demand for this shit has created a great market, and you could go on South Street today and get a bust down paddock for $200.
Yeah.
A quote unquote bust down paddock for $200. And then a nigga gonna have it on and look at you in the club like you ain't shit. Broke ass nigga, is it? Like, what?
Yeah, shit's crazy, dog. But yeah, I was listening to like, I had my phone plugged in and I'm listening to the you ever put the radio, like the hip hop radio on your Apple Music and shit, and I'm just flipping through songs, and it was like the first song was Cardi talking about the Paddock. Then the next joint was the Plain Jane remix, and she was like, you know, Paddock Plain Jane. Then the next joint was, what's the Fat Joe joint he got with the fake Drake?
With Cool and Dre.
Too many Paddock Philippe's to make the big boys watch. And then the next song was I Got the Bag, and he's like, Percocet pill on me, ice on my neck, baby, chill with me. Them niggas are posting the back door saying nothing, them niggas are kill for me. Backings I count on my sleep on fleek. 100K spent on that Paddock Philippe. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, the Paddock Philippe has literally taken over.
Offset rapped about the Paddock so much on Without Warning. He started rapping about it in code. He started using the serial number.
That shit crazy, dog. Like, that shit
5980. I'm like, bitch, that's the Paddock again.
And that's more so when I was listening to Lauren yesterday, and I'm just like, this doesn't sound like anything else. And I don't know why we got like that in hip hop. Did your mic come out?
Yeah, it came out.
Oh, the mic ain't come out with the headphones, yeah. But it's like, I don't know where we got like that in hip hop, where everything, like when you look back in the day, you, like I just said to you earlier, because we was talking about like people mad at Nicki for dropping new music when Cardi just dropped. It's like, dog, you young niggas might not understand, but 36 Chambers, Midnight Marauders, and 12 Play came out on the same fucking day.
Yeah.
You know why nobody was hating and nobody was mad or nobody was upset? Because 36 Chambers didn't sound shit like Midnight Marauders.
Yeah.
And 12 Play was a fucking R&B album. Ghetto Fabulous and fucking Blueprint came out the same day. You know why nobody mad? Because fucking Takeover and Heart of the City didn't sound like Breathe. I mean, Holla Back Youngin' and fucking Can't Deny It. It's like there was different, like Method Man and Redman dropped. I forgot who the Blackout came out the same day as somebody else, but it's like
that was a great fucking album.
Dog, you listen to the Rock Wilder and all, like it was just, the music was different. Yeah. Big Pun didn't sound like Biggie Smalls. Yeah. It was just different shit. But literally now, every single person sounds. It's literally like it's like 4 dudes, I'll say, that's like, they're like Uzi. He's his own person. Yeah. When I hear him
now, you got all the baby Uzis starting to come out.
Drake, he's his own person.
I love Trippie Redd. He's a baby Uzi.
It's just the way it goes. Like the Migos have their own flow, their own thing. But now, that's being abused. It's like
everybody's using the Migos flow.
It's just crazy. And it's like I sit back sometimes and I'm just like, how the fuck did music get like this? Where it's literally, if you're not in this mold, it won't even work. Like they won't even try to put the shit out. Yeah. And then when you come out and do your own thing, motherfuckers is so conditioned to what's going on that they like, nah. Where it wasn't even like that, because realistically, if that was the case, we'd have never got Biggie. Yeah, straight. We'd have never got DMX. Yeah. Like Leor and fucking Irv Gotti was like, yo, like, this is so different from what the fuck rap is. We gotta do this. Yeah. And that's what rap is supposed to be about, expression.
There was a time.
This shit ain't expression no more. It's just like, yeah, we just gonna do this.
It's strictly for commerce.
Exactly.
Once the hustlers jumped into it and all of that, and they just like, once, like, Jeezy changed the game in more ways than one. Jeezy represented the hustlers, and Jeezy represented that a novice could do this shit at a high level. And it was to his own success, but it was to the detriment of the genre.
But Jeezy's, that's a good example, because you look at the South where Jeezy doesn't sound like T.I.
Correct.
At all.
Yeah.
T.I. doesn't sound like Luda. Luda doesn't sound like Ross. Ross doesn't sound like Bun B. Bun B doesn't sound like Outkast.
Yeah.
Outkast don't sound like Future. It's like everybody's so goddamn different. But then you go to these other places and it's like it's one option you got.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's to imitate somebody else that's already doing whatever.
To the point where when PNB Rock do his own thing, y'all like, oh no, he on some weird shit. No, he's making his fucking music.
Yeah.
Uzi, he's making his fucking music. That's what you're supposed to do. Jay-Z wasn't trying to sound like somebody else. Jay was being Jay.
Straight up.
That's what you're supposed to do. And when Jay tried to be somebody else, when he put on that yellow suit, that shit they was like, yo, we bugging. Fuck is we doing this goofy shit? This ain't us. It's like that, and that it's so weird now because it's like that's where I think the Nicki and the Cardi shit comes from because it's the same thing.
It's exactly the same thing.
Like Missy Elliott didn't have to go through this with Left Eye.
No.
And Left Eye didn't have to go through this with Lil' Kim. They even came together and did a huge fucking song
Smash
at one point.
record, an iconic record.
It's like it didn't have to happen because everybody was so goddamn different. Yeah. But again, when you look at Lil' Kim and Foxy, it's the same shit.
Yeah,
so
it's light skin and dark skin.
Somebody gotta go.
Shit, yeah,
and that's more so the joint.
Yep.
And then it's fucked up, but it's like I think that's just it's like what Carl always talk about, like the. It's hard to put into words without super dissing y'all, but it's like like the heart just isn't there.
Yeah.
With a lot of this.
It's strictly for commerce. It's
Exactly.
like we know we can make money from this shit. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. The industry grew the last 2 years for the first time in 14 years. There's money in this shit. All you got to do is have a little bit of fans, get a little bit of groundswell going up under you, and you can make a lot of money.
Like when you got cookie cutter or you're basically in the same lane or something, it's just gonna be headaches. Like, remember on Coming to America, he was like, Mr. McDowell, some people here to see you. They're not from McDonald's, are they? Like, that nigga was reading McDonald's operation manual, like, because he's a fake McDonald's. That's the way this shit go. And I always say that shit about me with poker. It's like I haul off and win the main event. Can't nobody tell me shit. It's my lane.
Yeah.
This is my thing.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? And that's where like I could start selling shirts because I see somebody being successful with that, or I could start selling food or doing XYZ. Like somebody recently I told you was like, yo, why don't you promote parties? It ain't my thing.
Right.
Because you popular on this? No, that's the reason a lot of stupid motherfuckers started doing it. And now you look up, it's 110 parties on one night.
Yo, I'm so glad that era is over. Remember the era when everybody was a party promoter?
Nigga, I used to say
everybody with 1,000 followers was a party promoter.
Motherfuckers used to ask me that shit all the time. Why don't you promote parties? You super popular on Instagram. Because I'm not a party promoter. My heart not there. Biggie told me not to do it if my heart ain't in it. The fuck you talking about?
I listen to my old head.
Fuck you mean?
Fuck you mean?
And that's more so what I'm talking about. That's a perfect example. When you got too many people doing the same thing, it's just gonna be confusion. Oh, he hating on me. No, he's not hating. That's the whole Nicki card. Not hating. She doing her thing. It's just the fact that she's doing the same thing as her. Yeah. So it looks like it's hating, but it's not.
Right.
But that's the thing where it's like
you killed that. Damn.
It's the truth. We need originality more than anything, because when you have originality, it just works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got what's a good example I can use? Like perfect example, the podcast. It's like, yeah, we started a podcast. Not many people, a lot of people didn't even know what a podcast was. I get that all the time because I was one of them people. Yeah,
you like, didn't know.
So it's like, yeah, now you look up and it's 50 fucking podcasts that have come along to where it's like people now are asking me, damn, how you feel about all these people starting podcasts? And I don't care, but I can understand the confusion in you because you like, damn, a year ago I never heard of one. Yeah. Now it's 150 of them. That's more so what's happening with the Nicki and the Cardi joint. It's like if Nicki did her own thing and Cardi, like they're the same exact chick on music, off music.
Pepsi and Coke.
Their pictures, like literally their photo shoots. It's the same shit. But you know why Rihanna and Beyonce work? Because they're two completely different artists. You know why Whitney and Mariah worked? Two completely different artists. It's just what it is. Yeah. And that's more so my thing. It's like I look back and I'm like, we didn't have on-demand music. We didn't have streaming, but somehow we had a tour where it was Busta Rhymes, Jay-Z, DMX, Method Man and Redman, Ja Rule, and the rest of the Rockefeller camp. Because everybody different as shit.
Yeah, everybody served a purpose.
And that's how that worked. And
now,
we had to go buy those albums, buy those tapes.
Now majority of the fucking rap tours is one or two artists. You know why? Because if we do anything past that, it's going to be the same shit.
Like I saw one time I saw a show, John, where it was Future,
Migos, Young Thug,
Travis Kodak
Scott.
Black, Travis Scott. And I'm like, I'm gonna have a headache. By 25, 30 minutes, I'm gonna have a headache.
And A$AP Ferg was on that show.
Like Beyonce's show when she was here, you know who opened for her? Khaled. It worked because Khaled was so different.
Yeah.
Than what, and that's what I mean. If Khaled would have came out and then fucking DJ Clue would have came out and him screaming and shit, it's like, no, this is just too much.
Yeah.
And that's more so what I think the confusion is with Nicki and Cardi is that they're the same person on and off track damn near, to where people really just can't. It's like, oh, I gotta fuck with that because I can't not fuck with this.
Right.
So, and that's the thing. Whereas somebody can straight up tell you like, yeah, I love Nicki music and I love, Lauryn Hill. They can do that easily because it's not the same shit.
Yep.
So
You're absolutely right. So real quick, man, wrapping this up, I'll give my quick little review of the songs. Like I said, Nicki put out 2 records, Chun-Li and Barbie Tings. What I particularly liked about Barbie Tings, and I know nobody peeped it, she did a rapper move. She rapped to the most rapper. What's the most rapper shit a rapper can do? What beat can somebody rap? A break beat.
the most rapper beat.
Most rapper beat somebody can rap to.
Dead wrong. I mean, not dead wrong. Who Shot You?
Run DMC, Sucker MCs. She rapped to fucking that.
Suck MCs is right there. But when I think of a rap, like put on a instrumental for a rapper to rap to, Who Shot You? I don't know. It always comes into my head. Like,
but yeah,
remember when Foxy and them did the I Shot You joint? Like it just Keith Murray and all that. It just always is like that.
So she rapped to fucking Run DMC, Suck MCs, and I know that nobody under fucking 40 understood that that's what happened. So it's no appreciation for that. But it's like, yo, she's a talented, smart artist. She knows what the fuck she's doing. She's not just rapping to that shit just because. Like, it's a reason why. It's like, it's dog whistling because a select audience of people going to hear that, a Leor Cohen, a Kevin Lyles, people that make the industry going to hear that and go, oh shit, Nicki rapped to fucking Sucker MCs. Like, that's hard. But in this microwave society that we live in, nobody's not going to have no appreciation for that because it's not what they used to. It's not trapped out.
Remember a couple months ago, Quincy Jones did that interview where he was just going off.
Oh, he wilded out? Yeah.
But when I went back and read it again, and because he's getting ready to do a documentary on his life.
Oh shit.
And he like did a joint with Oprah and all that shit. Like, and I'm reading what he's saying in there, and he was, never mind the crazy shit. When he actually was talking about the music and how he's like, I don't even like none of this shit now because they don't have any appreciation or understanding for the music. He was making so much sense because it's like, I was watching Sanford and Son. Anybody knows me knows I love Sanford and Son. That's my favorite fucking show. I watch it all the time. But Fred had a joint where his friend's niece was Della Reese, right? Of course, niggas only know Della Reese from when Eddie shot her in the foot on Harlem Nights. Della Reese was like an actual big time singer and shit back in the day. So he went to the studio to meet up with Della Reese. She's in the studio with the percussion, the band player, and the piano player and the dude on the saxophone. And it's just like music was made. It was continuity between all the artists when music was made back in the day. And like you listen to, bring it a little further, you listen to like Jadakiss when he was talking about how Reservoir Dogs happened. Jada was like, we was on tour, we got back to New York. Jay called us and was like, yo, I got this new kid from Philly I want y'all to hear. Come to the studio. He's like, we came through. Beans, that's the first time we met him. He starts spitting. When he starts spitting, of course, your natural rapper shit is like, oh, I'm spitting. Next thing I know, they like, yo, we gonna turn a beat. Sauce Money came in. Next thing you know, we had Reservoir Dogs. We recorded it. He's like, we had our suitcases. We swam straight to the studio. Music was just made with so much energy in the room. It was like you had to beat it. You couldn't email your verse.
Right.
And that's more so what Quincy Jones was saying, was like, you had to have a love for this shit because you really had to like make the music, and you had to like, you could take someone's energy and what they're going through and how they were vibing and what was, he's like, music was a vibe. It was a feeling. And that's what you get when you listen to like anything from like Songs of the Key of Life and shit like that. You listen to Isn't She Lovely, Stevie Wonder, that's just a feeling. That's a vibe. You're not going to get that from none of this shit now. You're just not. Because Toomp or Mustard emailed the beat to him, and then he emailed it to him so he could get his his verse, and it's music is just like, it's borderline a mess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And it's like, it advanced because now you can make so much music and get to so many people and put it out, and now that the fact that the RIAA is letting streaming go on, and you know, now dudes is getting they just due. You got Uzi 7-8 times platinum, where a couple years ago that wouldn't have happened because they weren't registering the streaming. But at the same time, it's like, damn man, when I sit and I listen to this older shit, it'd be like, man, I just want to get that feeling.
Yeah.
And I don't get that from the new music. It's like, it's fucked up, and the young people have no. Like,
they didn't have no appreciation for shit from 5 years ago.
I was about to say they have the information, but they don't go and
access it.
Yeah, they don't go and get it, and they don't go and use it. And it's like, somebody asked me the other day. I was in the bathroom at my job, and I had Elton John playing Crocodile Rock, and somebody was like, "What the fuck you know about Crocodile Rock?" And I'm like, "Dog, my mom used to play Elton John records," and it's like, we come from that era where like you got an appreciation for the Commodores and Bruce Springsteen and Stevie Wonder and all of these people because your parents was playing them. It's like, your mom 32 and she playing Migos like you.
Right along with you.
You know, like you're just not gonna get
y'all
that.
Dating the same niggas. Your boyfriend is her boyfriend brother.
Yeah.
Y'all dating the same niggas.
Yeah, real shit. So it's just like the appreciation for the older music is like completely gone. You know what I mean? Like, you could pull, no bullshit, you can go outside right now and pull 20 kids off any street corner, walking down the street, on a train, wherever. Pull them to the side, like, I give you $100 if you tell me who Ella Fitzgerald is. They look at you like you crazy.
Like, nigga, who?
Like, who? What? It's the truth. And we just wasn't like that. We just had an appreciation for, that's why I was saying we come from the best generation, because we got our music, all our rap, early rap, you know, when rap was really good. Then we have the oldies. We got the G-Funk, all the stuff that came from and everything. And then we like the new music too.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. It's like, I watch now where the world is more open to like everything, but the originality just isn't there in hip hop. It's like 4 molds you can go into.
Right.
And that's fucked up. Because you get stupid shit like this Nicki and Cardi shit that shouldn't even be happening.
It's unnecessary.
It's just like,
they should really be touring together.
Really.
It's so much money in their joint brands if they come together and do something. You know what I'm saying? But the egos and all the bullshit surrounding it is not going to allow it to happen, because then motherfucker going to try to sit here and tell the public that somebody from Cardi camp going to sit here and try to tell the public that she should be headlining that tour, when the fuck she shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So you can't even do the business just off of some ego shit alone. Yeah.
I was listening to Brilliant Idiots, and they had the chicks on there from Horrible Decisions. I was listening to that this morning, and they was talking, and one dope thing they had said was like, this era moves so funny. It's like people move to like not be, what's it called when you out there? Like at risk for getting like played, or you know, like motherfuckers be in relationships and be like, yeah, I'm in, but I ain't all the way in because I ain't trying to get played. Yeah. And it's like,
I talk about that shit all the time when I used to have a Twitter. That's like part of being in a relationship. Like, you gonna get played sometimes. It just is what the fuck it is. Everybody's so guarded and so got so much bravado and just trying to stick their chest out at every time. Like, y'all refuse to be vulnerable. And it's like, no, sometimes you gonna be vulnerable. My girlfriend that I was in love with when I was 22 years old fucked a couple niggas on me. Like, it is what it is. Like, it made me who I am, but I don't harbor no no resentment towards it. We great fucking friends. You know what I'm saying? It's like that shit is part of life experience. Y'all afraid to feel shit. Like,
yeah, that's really what it is.
Y'all numb to everything. Y'all afraid to feel shit. Y'all perked up. Y'all don't got no fucking feelings. Y'all got no emotions. Y'all don't have no true concept of love. Y'all say y'all love people. Y'all allege to love this or love that or da da da.
Because I say it all the time when motherfuckers will tell you what they'll die. I die for my kids. I die for my bitch. It's like, well, what about living for them?
Yeah.
And then that shit, like, what the fuck, what that mean? Like, and it's like, no, nigga, like, if you got something you love and something you cherish and something you really, really care for and want to nurture and watch grow, how about living for the shit?
Yeah. What are you willing to sacrifice while you here?
Y'all love this new Drake, Nice for What, John? He sampled Lauryn Hill's hook where she says that shit. Yeah. You said you care for me. How about you live for me? Like, that shit is the truth. And it's like, we just come from a weird place now where it's like, it's just even kill. Yeah. All way, every time about everything.
No emotion one way or another. There's no up, downs, or arounds. It's just a straight line. And it's like, you can't live, like when you look at, if you strap to a motherfucking heart monitor, that motherfucker up and down, that's life though. You gotta have ups and downs, man.
Like, I just remember,
shit not gonna always go your way.
Remember when Cuba won the Oscar for Jerry Maguire? Remember when he got on stage and jumped around and did all that, like, jumping around and I love you, brother, and the crowd started, like, actor couldn't even do that nowadays because they'd be like, he Joe or he weird or it's just crazy. It's like, and that's another joint too. Carl was talking about it on Twitter about the whole Tristan Thompson joint. It's like, we've gotten to a place where it's like, people love bashing other people for the same shit that they're going through. And it's like, only because they're celebrities. Tristan's situation ain't no different than a lot of motherfuckers.
Mega regular. It's like super regular. Yeah. It's like, it's more regular than regular.
Like, you got kids by a nigga that ran out. It's regular.
It's regular. Especially in the hood. Like, it's super regular. But it's a thing when it's no, that shit regular. Your cousin going through the same shit. Yeah. Or you going through the same shit right now. Yeah. You got a baby by a nigga you hate.
Hey, you just made me think about when you was talking about people on perks and having no emotion. I'm driving a bus today and I could overhear a perk conversation going on behind me, so I cut the air conditioner off because I'm ear hustling and shit. So I'm listening to them talk behind me and shit, and they was talking about pills and paying this much for a pill, and I never pay that much. I don't give a fuck if I'm buying 3 of them. I ain't doing that. Whatever. Well, these is like white folks talking and shit. Oh, shit. So out of nowhere, it was a white woman talking to a white dude, and the white dude got on a big fake watch. I don't know why I remember that, but whatever.
It was a landmark.
Yeah. but she was like, yeah, man, did you hear about what did she say his name was? Was it Mikey? Marky. She's like, did you hear about Marky? And he was like, yeah, man. She's like, yeah, man, he fucking beat Jane's ass, man. Like, she's fucking crazy. He's like, I don't give a fuck what goes on, like what the situation, what the surrounding things are, but that's fucked up, man. Now she got to walk around with 2 black eyes. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, yeah, that motherfucker a couple years ago, he tried to grip me up one day out front of 7-Eleven and shit. I had to like fight him off and shit. He fucking tried to choke me out. And then he was like, yeah, he used to date my sister, and he fucking went upside her head, man, and bust her eardrum and shit. And I'm like, it sounds like Marky's whipping ass.
Marky's whooping ass and taking names. Marky needs to be stopped.
I was saying for myself, I'm like, anybody out here in the Roxborough area, you run into a white dude named Marky, he's not the one to cross out there. Marky's going upside.
Marky with the shits. God damn, Marky.
I said, Marky whipping everybody ass.
Holy shit, man.
Dog, I was dying off of that. But you just made me think about it when you said the perks and shit, because I was listening to them earlier. But yeah, man, like the Nicki and the Cardi shit is just bad. It's just fucked up because it's like I feel like Nicki's almost at a point where she can't win.
No, she can't win. She's in a position where music, like, all right, public perception wise, they already hate her. Mm-hmm. Then musically, if she do some pop shit and is mega successful, they gonna say it's too pop. The urban audience is gonna say it's too pop and she on some sellout bullshit. She trying to pander to a white audience. If she makes some rap shit they gonna say it ain't big enough and why it ain't do such and such and such and such. She can't win. She should just take her chips and just fucking go to Belize or some shit.
Yeah, real shit. You figure you the most successful woman in music, like as far as Billboard, just definitely as far as rap. Just take it and roll. You got all the awards, you got all the money. Why even pander to these motherfuckers at this point?
You can't win. There's nothing you can do, yo. She can't win. She already played the Beyonce card.
Same reason you deleted your Twitter and I deleted my gram. You can't win.
You can't win.
Just be out.
Y'all have it. Y'all have it and y'all can have it. Y'all win.
Y'all good. We are good.
We are good.
Remember that? We are good.
Like, I'm out of here. No thank you.
What do you think about Cardi's album? Because I haven't listened to it.
It ain't that. It ain't that. And let's not get it fucked up. I like her a lot. The songs that are on there that are good are very good. The rest of that shit is like, it's like mumbo jumbo. Like, I don't know. Like, what the fuck is she talking about? Like content wise and like speech wise, what the fuck is she talking about? Like, she can't speak. Mm-hmm. Like,
yeah, I won't make no apologies for it. I'm not a big Cardi fan because I don't understand
I can't understand like most of this. I can't understand her like audibly. I can't. What the?
I ain't talking about the words. I'm just like the hype and the. You gotta remember, I don't watch what's Ratchet TV, so I don't watch that. So it's like coming from that shit, I don't care about.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever. And then like when it come to like my thing is like. If it wasn't like them putting it out, like it's almost like a puppet. That's how it be feeling sometimes.
It's almost like if you don't fuck with this, you're bugging.
Because like her hosting the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, she's not doing this because of her music. She's doing this because she's like ghetto.
Right.
And then that to me is like, I look at like the people behind the scenes, like
y'all bugging.
Like y'all like because y'all wouldn't do this with, anyone with sense.
And she's 6 whatever months pregnant or whatever, doing this fucking minstrel show and like
I'm saying like with like just a lot of little things. It's like they'll pull like the like the Flavor Flavs and shit. Like they'll do that.
Right.
As opposed to like, Common or something, like somebody who actually has like it all together.
This motherfucker got too much sense to us to get over on them, so we just gonna fuck with this motherfucker.
And that's how it be feeling. I don't know if I'm right or wrong for feeling like that sometimes, but it just be when I sit and I look at who's on the commercial or who like
we've seen this movie before. Like, Flavor Flav is destitute. For a while, he was a media darling, though. He was on everything. He was everywhere.
Exactly.
They did a Comedy Central roast of Flavor Flav. They don't do that for ordinary fucking people.
That's what I mean.
But fast forward 2018, he's piss poor. He probably somewhere trying to sell some dick right now. Like, he's fucked around. He's indisposed, as they say when the military kills such and such is indisposed. When they blow your brains out.
I remember Chris Rock, one of his big jokes was he's like, I can't, white people, boy. It's like, we got a black man running for president and y'all really piping up a nigga running around with a Viking helmet. It's like, hey, he was everywhere during that little stretch. And it's like, that's kind of how I feel about her. It's like, why are they putting it out like Cardi? Because it's like, the accomplishments are that she had the number one with Bodak Yellow. Yeah. But it's just like, I don't understand.
It's almost like Sports Center it's like Sports Center statistics at this point when it comes to her career. Like, they're just making up statistics for her to make it seem bigger than what it is. But that's because she has a multi-billion-dollar company backing her, and when they really push the button, this is what happens. Yeah. You got Warner Music / Atlantic Recording Company backing her play. So whatever they need to do, they're going to pull all they TV, film division, all that shit. They're going to open everything up to her to get shit done. Yeah. Like, because it gotta work, because this is where the bread is right now. Like, all our bread is on this. If Cardi was black, we are betting on black. We gonna double, quadruple, triple down on this scenario, and it gotta work. And when a media conglomerate wants something to work, it works.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
And you don't realize that you've been fed the hype machine until after it's over. You be like, damn, what happened to such and such?
Yeah, pretty much.
But that's because they threw all the shit at you to where it's like you think like, oh shit, like she really killing it. Oh man. then 4 months later, when the shit nowhere to be found, you like, damn, what happened? Like, damn.
It's crazy because my girl mom, she was like, I like listening to the growth that y'all have, like talking or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's weird. Since we started doing this, it's like, I literally can like secondary and then triple and then quadruple think on situations and come from to where it's like nothing happens now. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Like I always am like, something's going, because I know that there's puppet pullers. Yeah, I know there are string pullers.
You're smart enough to know better.
You know, I understand that like everything that happens has a string.
Nothing is
puller.
accidental.
Nothing. So it's like everything that happens has a meaning behind it and why it's going down. And it's just like it something's not right. That's more so my joint.
They rushed the album out. They realized like, oh shit, she's really pregnant, like visibly pregnant. They rushed the album out to get ahead of this shit, and they just went into like Olivia Pope mode, like, yo, we just throwing that. We just, you know what I'm saying, we gonna throw all these distractions at everybody to distract from the fact that she is pregnant. Get the album out, get all of the.
And I feel like that's gonna become probably a reality show. Her with the baby,
of course.
And that's more so what I'm saying. Like with the like Stevie J, you know, like him and Jocelyn when they was the wildest, most ignorant gutter shit on earth. You know how many? You know they had like multiple reality shows. Yeah. I didn't know this because I didn't. But they had like Love and Hip Hop, then their shit, then he had something else. Then and it's just like that's more so what I'm saying.
Like
it's
in like reality, the reality TV shit. We opened the door to Pandora's box, and it's never going away because the production cost for that shit is so inexpensive compared to what you can make off of it. Yeah. And literally nobody on reality TV owns the rights to anything. Even T.I., he might be getting paid way more money per episode to do it than Uncle Stevie, but he don't own the rights to shit. You don't own shit because at the end of the day, all we doing is filming y'all motherfuckers doing whatever y'all doing, and we gonna chop it up and present it as we see fit. It ain't no syndication for reality TV. The shit didn't exist 7 years ago. Yeah. So it's like, where is the light at the end of the rainbow? It ain't one. You got to get your bag now, and that's just gonna be what it is. But it ain't no ownership. It ain't no residuals.
You know, yesterday somebody had posted a video. It was Monique. Apparently Monique hosted a reality show.
Yeah, dating show. Oh no, it was like an etiquette show.
Yeah,
for Wild Horse.
Charm
yeah,
School,
Wild
some
Horse,
shit like
Wild
that.
Dick Suckers.
Yeah,
hosted by Monique.
But Monique was getting at one of the girls. They was talking about Khloe Kardashian, and they used this clip about it. And it's Monique, and she was like, "See, when you do clownery, the clown come back to bite." And I'm like, Monique never made fucking sense when she I was like, I don't even know what the fuck that means. But that's what she said, dead ass. I was like so fucking lost. I'm gonna pull this up.
The clown come back to bite. Clowns don't bite, historically speaking.
I was like, what? Yeah, that shit was so fucking stupid. I was just lost like shit. But yeah, man, I honestly don't even know. Oh, here, go right here. Listen to this shit.
See, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite.
I was like so lost.
Come on, sis.
I was like, what?
What does that mean?
That's reality show.
It's a reality show. It's literally, it's rabble rousing. It's just a bunch of nonsensical bullshit, and then you get to the end of the episode, and then they leave you with a cliffhanger, and then they come back and do the same bullshit the next week. Yeah, it's a never ending cycle. They drug out the Kirk Frost and Rashida shit for 2.5 seasons. Yeah. They just now saying that that's his kid. Like, well, nigga, you knew you fucked the bitch raw. You knew it was at least a 50% chance it was your kid. Why are you doing this? All this suspense and drama and introducing her ex-boyfriend and this and that. Like,
so is Nicki, real quick before we get done with this situation, is Nicki dropping a new album?
Allegedly. We'll see.
Because you know Drake is dropping July 4th.
Oh, he is?
Take Care too.
Oh.
He like posted the joint.
I missed it.
Like the album cover.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It looks like Take Care 1, but it's like different. It's like he's sitting in another chair. But yeah, he posted the joint Take Care 2 July 4th.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, his first album came out around July 4th.
Yeah, I think so.
Very first album.
Yeah.
Thank Me Later came out around July 4th.
I think it did come out because he said it on there.
Yeah.
Like, but you figure Drake's like owning. Drake, honestly, yo, like, that's a genius. Him, 40, them niggas is genius.
Listen,
man.
Jimmy Iovine said if I was still in the music business and I was picking people to run a label, I would tell Drake and Future the Prince, do whatever the fuck you want. He said these are the smartest people in the music industry, hands down, like no doubt about it. And this is one of the greatest music executives ever saying this about two young black kids. Well, Drake's half black, but two young black guys from fucking Toronto. Like, yo, these are the smartest guys in the music industry.
Yeah. Like Drake literally, he dropped Diplomatic Immunity, super rappy.
Yeah.
Getting at buttons, getting at whatever. Then he drops God's Plan. That shit's been number one for 11 weeks. It's crazy.
And now Nice for West probably about to be number one.
It's 6 times platinum. They said it already surpassed 400 million views on YouTube. The video aesthetics was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Then he hops on the remix to Block Boy JB, gets the streets in fucking turmoil.
Top 5 record.
With Look Alive. And then he does the Nice for What for the ladies in the club to get that aspect. And the niggas like gaming, popping up on the get all the nerds going. It's like he's a evil genius when it comes to his albums coming out. Yeah. And I was telling my homie the other day, I'm like, yo, Take Care 2, like, views did crazy numbers. At the way it's looking now,
might do 2 million.
Real shit. Like
he might do 2 million.
And he breaks streaming records every fucking time. He like Take Care 2 looks like it might put everything away.
We've seen what a Drake album rollout looks like with a big single attached to it. He's about to have 3 big singles going into this album.
And he ain't, like, you figure that if it drops July 4th, he still got a whole 2 months to,
put some other shit
fire some more shit off. It's just crazy. So
fucking a Sade feature or some shit like that. Like he just crossing shit off his bucket list at this point.
Real talk. So anything else with the Nicki and the mix?
Nah, it's just
over it?
I'm over it. It's an exhausting scenario because all signs point to this should work and they should work together, and it's just never gonna fucking happen.
I mean, pretty much.
It's just nothing. It's not even a point of discussion for this show ever again. Like, I don't even care.
Before we get out of here, the NBA season has closed. During the season, we did some predictions for Rookie of the Year. I predicted Lonzo Ball. I was terribly wrong.
I picked Ben Simmons.
You picked Ben Simmons. You were
probably right.
You were probably. I mean, he's Don. Them Yeezys was so.
And he went out there and laid an egg last night. Like,
honestly, I think he had a great rookie year. 20. What do you average? 24
20 and
and
a
4.
half.
24 and 4, something like that. If Ben Simmons joint, he's got a point with the whole rookie shit. I get it. Ben Simmons' year was just like it was great, and then once Embiid went down, it like catapulted him to where it's like I saw motherfuckers the other day on ESPN. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if Ben Simmons got an MVP vote, and I'm like. Yeah. Like, you got a 16-game win streak when your fucking all-star center went down.
Transcendent all-star.
It's like, it's not wild. Like, y'all third in the East over the Cavs. Him getting an MVP vote wouldn't be crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like, if that's the, like, you looking at it from that aspect, he's Rookie of the Year all day. Yeah. It's no way on earth he's not winning.
And the thing about his game is he's so fucking smooth. I went to the game last Friday against the Cavs, and just seeing him play, and then you look up and it's like, wait, he had a triple double? Like, what the fuck? Like I didn't see it. Like, I'm at the game and I'm just like, yo, I didn't see him score 27.
Now, when we did MVP, were we here when we did that?
No.
I think we was at the other studio, so you probably didn't even hear none of this. But like, yeah, when we gave our MVP predictions, I said LeBron. You said,
I want to say Harden.
I think you said James Harden.
Yeah.
And I think LeBron James deserves it. I know we argued about this the other night. Listen, because I had to put my phone down. I was 2 seconds off from driving to Rob's house. Like, Rob was pissing me off the other night. But I just think that James Harden, who has missed games, cannot play because Chris Paul. They're just good without him.
But Chris Paul missed a lot of games too, though.
Very true. My thing is, I don't like Harden.
Well, there's that.
there we have that.
There you have that.
As your sales manager would say. It's like, did you see Harden's top 10 plays of the season?
It was terrible. It was hilarious.
Did you see with the foul shots?
Yes, man.
Did you see it? It was literally all foul shots. And it's like, I told Rob, like, when you watch him, he doesn't do anything. And it's like, he draws those dumbass fouls with the hook shit. I hate watching him. My thing is, if LeBron walks off the court, you saw last night, LeBron
they
played.
Go 9 and 9-73.
They said because he wanted to play, what's the coach? Lou didn't want him to play last night. And Brown was like, nah, I want to play. So Lou was like, all right, I'll tell you what, I'll let you play till you get 10 points, for his whole double digit thing. So when LeBron got 10, he took him right out. And it's like watching a Cavaliers fast break being led by Osman with the trailer with the trailer of what's the boy name? The big Zizic. It's like, woo, LeBron MVP talk. They look terrible without him out there. And it's like, that's my joint. Like, if Bron come off the court, they're nothing. So that's why I say he's the most valuable to his team. Yeah, I understand the MVP, best player, best team. Cool. That's what it's.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that the MVP is as much of a team impact award.
My thing is, and I'm just going off of the fact that Russell Westbrook completely fucked all that up last year.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, he destroyed it.
Like the pendulum swung. It's like, all right, we're not doing best player, best team anymore. We're just giving it to the motherfucker who got the wildest thing.
Who just balled out.
Yeah,
but I think that to LeBron's detriment, there's a lot of buyer's remorse on Russ's triple double, giving him the MVP, because now people realize, like, he got 2 all-star players on his team this year and they won 0 more games.
Well, yeah.
So it's like so it basically shows you the impact, the triple double impact on his team winning in the standings. It doesn't exist.
To a certain extent, Melo's washed.
Well, Melo, but Paul George is still regarded as one of the 4 best two-way players in the league.
Paul George had a great year this year.
Yeah.
But the rest of the team, you got to remember, Roberson got hurt, which I think was huge.
Oh, yeah, his best perimeter defender on the team.
Melo's super washed, and no one wants to admit it, Rich. Like, all the Melo fans don't want to, like, fess up to it. That Melo, like, I told him the other day, everybody from the 03 draft is done. Melo's done. Bosh is done. Wade is done. Fucking Darko Milicic. Who knows what?
He probably in Uzbekistan somewhere
in Scandinavia doing something weird. It's like no one's around but LeBron. They're all fucking washed. So it's like, I think LeBron, just for 15, the way he played this year, like, he played out of this fucking world. And I feel like if he didn't have that bad stretch in January,
it wouldn't be nothing to talk about.
He would have been, because they would have won the first 20 games of the year. He was looking MVP.
They would have won probably 10 more games, and then now it's like, now you're talking about a fucking 57 or 58 win team. Now it ain't really nothing to talk about.
Exactly. So I think Harden, as much as I hate to say it,
it's a makeup. I mean, it's as much of a makeup call, because his numbers last year were more impressive than they are this year. But his consistency of, he's been doing this shit essentially every year since he's been to Houston, and his numbers just keep getting more and more impressive.
Did you see Mike D'Antoni about making the finals and shit?
Yeah.
Did you see that? Like, all right, what the fuck was that? I was telling them, Sarge said he don't want to play LeBron. They asked Sarge after the game, like, what team do you not want to see in the playoffs? He was like, the Cavaliers. They got LeBron.
Like, what the fuck?
It's true.
He said, Cavs. They got LeBron. I don't want none of that.
Yeah, the Bucks, Raptors, all them other guys, give them to me. But the Cavs,
you know they're gonna try to make me guard this motherfucker.
48 minutes of hell.
Russell Westbrook averaged. He averaged a triple-double for the second season in a row.
Correct.
I think that's a hell of a feat.
Yes.
No one's ever done it. No one ever had 2 seasons doing it. It's great. First time NBA history. Last year's was crazy. Watching him play like Wilt Chamberlain these last 2 games has been absolutely.
He was the center.
He was the center. He boxed out Melo for a rebound.
Like, big box.
Yeah.
Like, Melo's a bull. Melo is 6'8 and a half, 245. And he boxed Melo out as a 6'1 slender point guard.
The first game, he needed 34. The first game when he got to 17 rebounds was crazy, but he had like 30-something points. So it was like, all right, whatever. Watching him last night have 1 point, like, that motherfucker wasn't even shooting. Like, he came out there with 1 goal in mind.
I said, I was like, this is a joke.
And the same question you posed to me, my homie posed to me today at work, are you mad at him for doing that? And I'm like, honestly, no. Here's why.
I'm not mad at him.
They won the games. If they would have went out there and got smoked by 20 in both them games, like, figure the other joint was for the playoff spot. The first time, had he went out there and they lost and now they not making the playoffs, it's like, all right, come on, dog. But they won the games, they got the playoff spot, and they got the Warriors first round.
History's not going to remember those last 2 games either.
No,
Exactly.
not at all.
It's just going to be the fact that he averaged a triple-double for 2 years. So I'm not mad at him personally.
It's an applaudable. It's just hilarious.
It was fucking funny.
It's just funny to see it.
You don't even gotta like. My girl was dying watching this nigga act
Like Matt pointed this out to me the other day. The funniest thing to search on Google is Westbrook boxing out Steven Adams.
You ever search?
He like pushes him out of the way.
He pushes, like, he's literally ripping down one arm rebounds from a guy that's 7'2".
Dog.
Like, how is this possible?
Once Adams got paid, he didn't really care.
Yeah,
fuck
same
no.
thing. Got rich and stopped trying. Same thing as Tristan.
Real shit. That's just how it go.
Hey, so you telling me my check is coming every 2 weeks consistent? Oh, do whatever you want. It's your team, buddy. You've been here.
Fultz is a clown for being the youngest ever to get a triple. He took that rape from Lonzo on some scumbag shit.
He's like 19 in like 300 something days.
Yeah, hate ball.
I didn't know he was that young. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah,
The
perks.
Sixers are kids.
Yeah, perks make you look like you 45.
He definitely got like a Webster thing going on in the face.
All right, let's do this because we getting ready to get out of here. Playoff predictions. What do you got?
As much as I hate to fucking say it, they're looking like Houston about to like take this shit. Like, they are the best team. But there's just something about Ruggs weekend and James Harden that like kind of tells me like, you know what? This might not be that, man.
Real shit.
This might not be that. I think Minnesota gonna make a sneaky run. They got Jimmy back.
Yeah.
Cat is playing
That was
out
a
of
good
his
ass
mind.
game last night. Them and the Nuggets.
Yeah,
That shit was lit.
Cat
That shit
playing
was
out of
hard.
his mind. I think they gonna make like a little. They gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize Utah was the 4th seed.
Yeah.
They probably
Utah balled at one point this year.
They had a crazy win streak.
Yeah.
They had a crazy win streak.
And that's what Donovan Mitchell was like. He was making sense what he was saying.
They also had a losing streak once Gobert was out for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's true.
Tomato.
Yeah.
I'm happy that Utah rebounded though with Gordon Hayward and shit leaving and shit.
Like, this is the first year in about 3-4 years where I really don't know.
That's what I was telling him before we
Like,
started.
I really don't know. Like, if Kyrie was in with the Celtics, I would be picking the Celtics to go to the finals just because I believe in that team and I believe in Kyrie, and he a dog, and he don't.
I believe in Brad
He don't
Stevens.
have. He don't that too, and Kyrie don't have no quit in him. And Brad Stevens is a smart.
I
ass
told
coach. He's
Rob,
a
like, I
think
kind of
tank.
think Brad Stevens should have got Coach of the Year last year. But I think if D'Antoni doesn't get it this year for the best record,
Yeah.
I think Brad Stevens is like, because to lose Gordon Hayward and Kyrie, and like, y'all shouldn't be winning these games.
Yes.
Like, he just really is
He
smart.
knows what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, these injuries is kind of like fucking my whole shit up because my guy is out, Steph is out, so it's hard to pick Golden State. They look like crazy with KD.
I'm so happy.
KD's been bringing the ball up.
I'm so happy that the Thunder got them first round because I told them the Thunder can beat them.
Yeah.
They can beat, like, you know how fucking hilarious that would be to see the Thunder beat them in the first round? That would be fucking hilarious. I'm going to piss people off. I don't care. I'm taking the Cavs. I'm not
fucking
ready to go against a team with LeBron James and Kevin Love on it, playing as good as Kevin Love had a great year this year. Honestly, had his best year he's had in Cleveland.
He just can't stay healthy.
And LeBron is just out of this fucking world.
Yeah.
So it falls on the 4 weirdos. If J.R. Smith wants to be J.R. Smith, like, if we got 2 for 12 J.R. Smith,
It's a wrap.
no. But if you get 6 for 7 J.R., y'all can pack it up. It all is going to fall on J.R. Smith, George Hill, Rodney Hood.
I forgot they had George Hill.
And honestly,
That's how bad George Hill has been.
this is my wild prediction. Jordan Clarkson is going to win a game sometime during this playoff run. I think he's going to come off the bench and have like a 30-point game on some old crazy shit. It's just my weird ass prediction.
Right.
But I think it's the Cavs and the Rockets.
I think the Rockets got this shit this year, man. It's hard to go against them, man. They got two transcendent players that they basically play the same fucking two positions. The one / whatever position these guys fucking play.
My thing is if the
And they got Eric Gordon too.
If it winds up being the Cavs and the Rockets, which it could be, it could not be. You know, it could easily be the Raptors and the Rockets. It could be the Raptors and the Cavs.
Yeah.
You know, I mean the Raptors and the Warriors, and you never know. It could be the fucking like the Trailblazers is right there. So you just really never know. If that shit winds up the Rockets and the Cavs, it's just gonna be a 3-point contest.
Yeah.
Like they're literally just gonna be bombing from downtown, and it's gonna be whoever. It's gonna be Kevin Love, J.R.
Whoever
Smith.
got the hot hand.
Yeah, that's just gonna be them versus Eric Gordon and Hart. It's just whoever the fuck feels like hitting the most threes.
Yeah.
So I know the playoffs should be entertaining. I like the Sixers getting past the first round.
Yeah. I mean, they got a path. They have a pretty easy path to the Eastern
Not
Conference
pretty
Finals.
easy. Not pretty easy. The Celtics is good, and they have trouble with the Bucks.
They just kicked the shit out of the Bucks.
Last game of the season don't mean
All right.
They literally put me in there for like the last 6 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like
Tractor trailer.
yeah, the last game never means anything. But you know, it's gonna be good playoffs, so I'm happy
Yeah.
about that. So, but it's been a good show.
Yeah.
We had a very good conversation in the
We
middle.
definitely did.
Of it.
I was gonna fuck up some questions. We ran out of time. At some point, we'll get back to some
I
questions.
haven't even opened it. We got 6 new dots in there. So the one, I'll tell you what. Over this next week, I'll just pull them out and like screenshot what I want to do.
All right.
'Cause I'm not going through all these.
I'm not going through this shit.
But what was I gonna say? We're gonna do the sneaker episode.
Sponsored by Kicks USA. Sneaker Phil is supposed to come on the show. We're supposed to be doing that next week. We'll see. If not,
Okay.
then if everybody's schedule matches up, and we're gonna have some people call in and some stuff like that. We're gonna have some giveaways. Like it's gonna be like a cool fucking show.
We're gonna have we're gonna do a special old versus new NBA
Gotta do
episode. We're gonna have my old head Nate, Carl, Rob, bunch of motherfuckers up here for that. What else?
Anybody out there know Oskino? Tag Oskino to the realest podcast ever. We need to get Oskino on this podcast. He's been bombing on Neef Buck for 10 days straight.
Oh yeah, we didn't even get into that. Yeah.
He's been going crazy.
What is their whole shit over?
Hey, it's silly shit.
Nigger shit.
Nigger shit.
Yeah.
Silly nigger shit.
But anything else?
Come to Vanity Grand this weekend. We got Chief Keef Friday, Lil Durk Saturday. You get your tickets, vanitygrandphilly.com. I'll be there, but don't speak to me. It's nothing I can do for you.
I'll be at the dog park Saturday, but
It's lit.
I'll be back playing poker Sunday, staring at white women. Don't come fucking near me while I'm in there.
Don't bring your hatred up the
Nah,
mat.
keep your hatred away from me. That's it. I'm out.
Peace.
Holla.